Welcome back to Gamemaster Grimoire, our weekly Pathfinder game. Thanks for tuning in yet again as we continue our crazy adventures now across Galarian as back into travel.
As we are now walking in our walking house.
It's not our house. It's my dad's house.
Okay, your dad's
in the middle of
walking
our
house.
Before we get into that, before we get into the recap, I will ask, as I try to remember to do, if anyone has any announcements.
I'm eating a cookie.
That is very
Sick. I mean, it's for the fans. It's for our 12
Our 12 subscribers. Wait, no announcement. We've hit 12 subscribers.
Considering we have no images, no advertising, that's something.
Yep. We're just waiting for our play button to come in the mail from YouTube.
What play button would that be? The TARP one?
It's paper.
We appreciate the effort.
It's just
We're gonna hang it on the wall in Shelby's house. I'm pretty sure she'll be cool with that.
Yeah,
it's
we
the
don't.
letter
Put it
you
right
get
next to
from
my spot.
YouTube that's
Yeah,
like,
right next to
congratulations
spot.
on making a YouTube account. Here's a paper play button. Here's some folding instructions. You need to bring your own paper.
You were what? Get back to
Papercraft.
So before we get started with the game, we'll jump to the recap.
Alright, last time we started up with our merry band of adventurers in a cabin and me at my house. And there was some spooky times happening out in the cabin as the fog was thickening.
We had like a special Halloween session.
We did. It was a little spooky time. Halloween in January. It's a good time. As the spooky fog was creeping in and the cold was getting to you, it did not never bother you anyway. You decided to mud up the house, and Little Bird, very good at mudding up houses. Mudded up that house so good.
It's from all that nest building, isn't it?
I just got feather fingers. They're perfect for, not really. I don't know what I was going for.
And Valens and Liam went out to collect some wood, and they got chased down by the woodcutter, who is both the guy who cuts the wood and also the outside security guard for the mansion. Dual purpose. Never buy monotaskers, folks. Alton Brown is correct.
He's evil Tin Man.
Now, I wonder if we left him behind or he was called back to the mothership.
He's still cutting wood out there.
Yeah, we heard him later. While this was going on, I was like, oh, gotta get that medicine. So I was helping my brother make medicine, and then I went out and took it to the cabin, spooked the heck out of everybody as I was like, and they're like, don't answer the door! And I'm like, guys, it's me, I have medicine.
Answer the door!
I made, Zatanna? Zatea? I was very close that time.
It's a die.
Getting better. I don't know why it's her name, I always forget. Zatea and Liam vomit furiously until they coughed up some eggs. And we're like, well, that's not normal. And the medicine's supposed to purge your system, but you shouldn't have eggs in your system. That's weird. So kept those. And me and Little Bird decided to sneak into town. Valence was like, I'll watch your back. We decided to sneak into town, check out the weird festival thing that was going on with the bonfire. Some sort of effigy had been burned. Couldn't really see exactly what it was. It was, burned.
It was like a less orderly Burning Man.
Basically.
Yeah.
Which is saying something. So we sneak up there. I'm like, I'm going to spike the wine with this medicine. Maybe that'll help cure some of the villagers. One guy takes a drink, immediately is like, fuck this wine, it's bad! Then starts vomiting and then dies. I'm like, well, shit.
That's one way to save him.
Is that how you're getting your assassin ranks?
Maybe, shit, you don't know. Don't ask questions. I'm like, well, okay, that didn't work out how I planned it. Then,
Is the moral of that story that if you party foul, you die?
Yes.
Okay.
Never party foul, folks. Then, everybody starts getting up in arms because somebody just randomly died. Little Bird pretends to have come from the inn that that everybody had paid for. And was like, what's all this racket? I'm trying to get my beauty sleep. And the village was like, you did this. You're like, you have no evidence of that. At all. This
I
is
just walked out of
malarkey.
the house.
Meanwhile, my oldest sister is like, what the fuck's going on here? And I'm like, hey, I gotta tell you some stuff. Come over here, come over here. And she's like, okay, when did you get a bird? I know that Nika has one, but not everyone in the family needs a bird. And I'm like, hey now, this one's sentient.
Hers isn't.
Well, hers is like a part of her, right? That's how familiars work? They're like a part of you?
Sort of.
This is a strong, independent bird who don't need no Dhampir.
Is this sort of like how, like, Mickey has a dog
Oh god.
named Pluto, but Goofy is a dog, so there's that, like... This,
It's exactly
It's
like
exactly
that.
like
It's
that.
100% like
That's
that.
exactly what that is.
Wow. I'm going to be thinking on that for a while.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Goofy pet that dog.
Now we need to draw your bird like in Disney style.
So I explained the situation to older sister, and she's like, Dad's gonna be pissed. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I've been trying to avoid having to deal with that issue. You know, because it's me, and I don't like dealing with problems unless I can stab them. And I can't really stab Dad. That doesn't really pan out very well for anyone involved.
We really don't need to draw that. It's just a DuckTales character. Like, that's just all that would be.
Oh my god, yeah, exactly.
That's accurate, yeah.
DuckTales. Woo!
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag I save a lot of money on pants.
So then we go back to the cabin. I'm like, okay, guys, I'm gonna go back to the manor. I'm gonna see if I can cut this off at the chase. I get home, and Dad is doing the dad thing, like when you come home past curfew.
I'm not angry.
You know, like so, I imagine they just a fucking like lazy boy just appeared with a lamp somehow. Like, do you even know what time it is?
Oh no, he was even worse.
I
'Cause he was
almost-
doing the like,
I'm
my
gonna-
back is to you, staring at the statue of your long dead mother.
I know. I was like, I could feel the disappointment from the door, Dad. Thanks. So I had to deal with that and be like, yeah, I have friends that are alive. I hope that's okay. He was like, I'm not mad. Okay, I am mad, but I'm also disappointed that you didn't tell me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Dad.
I'm sorry, Papa.
Mortals in my home.
Of course, this was on top of the fact that I accidentally poisoned one of the dogs with some fish from the party. And by dogs, I mean dire wolves. They're so fluffy. They're so cute. They almost ate Valens, but it was okay. I stopped them. I gave him some fish instead. That was a mistake. It almost died. I would have felt really guilty. I would have been like, you should have saved Valens. I'm sorry.
Crap, I just realized I'm a plague bird now.
Wait, so you feel more guilty for accidentally making the direwolf sick than you would have if it had eaten me instead?
Well, I mean, if
Circle
It
of
took
life.
way too long to answer that.
Circle of life, yo.
it would have had to, like, try to eat you, you could have fought it off.
That's
like,
true, yeah. Punch it in the snout.
You could have tried to eat you. You could have fought it off.
Like some kind of land shark.
So, I have to deal with the guilt and stuff, and then I get woken up by my brother after collecting everyone and being like, my dad says it's cool if you stay in the house, and they're like, are you sure your dad said that specifically? Because we're really worried about the whole getting eaten thing. And I'm like, I mean, he said it's cool. I can't really promise anything, but he said it's cool. The house is really nice. We've got indoor plumbing.
He knows where we are anyway, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he knows exactly where you are.
Well, alright. A warm death is better than a cold death.
So we go and we find about the sick pupper. We have to cut the pupper open and pull this thing out from its belly.
Which took the entire party.
It was really traumatic for everyone involved, but we were very happy that the pupper ended up surviving. And the weird worm creature thing was gross. So we go to the library, check out, we find out it's some sort of like elder being spawn. And we're like, well, that's bad. And then we find out that the name that the village was chanting in their bonfire ritual bullshit was some elder being. And we're like, oh, that's bad.
Bulk rug.
Bulk rogue. Yep.
And then the weird spawn worm thing tries to brain control people, and we're like, you know what? Let's just light it on fire. And so we did. And then we told all this stuff to Dad, and Dad was like, so what are you gonna do? And we're like, well, we got this cool idea. We gotta go to this library to get this spell so we can close the portal to keep the elder being from showing up, because nobody really wants that, right? He was like, yeah, alright, I guess. Yeah. I don't really want to have to deal with that either, so... So let's just take the whole house and we'll move it over here to the Pathfinder Society, which we're going to meet up with them. And of course, this was after having to maybe lie to him a little bit about where his mistress was, because she was kind of being helpful, but also kind of being a bitch. And looking like she was gonna try to put some kinks in our plans, maybe, because she doesn't like me, I don't like her, it's very apparent, neither of us like each other. And, she got her ass banished by my sister.
And then the entire house moved, so it's gonna be really fun when she gets back to the prime material, and she's like, fuck. Oh, I guess I get to follow this house's footprints.
That's where we left off.
Alright.
My note for Buckrug is the Great Water Lizard - Old One Asshole.
That's very accurate. And so we begin as this massive construct lumbers its way across Galarian.
I love moving.
This thing, to use a reference I think most will get, this thing is roughly the size of the Colossal Titan from Attack on Titan.
Fuck yeah.
And
Holy shit snacks.
yeah, because it's a mansion. When it sits down and folds itself up, it is a manor house.
Yeah, the picture is of just like
a cottage.
a cottage, a hovel, if you will.
Yep. Colossal encompasses a very large size category.
It does. It's like, no, the house gets up and it starts playing the riff from Pacific Rim.
It's very ponderous, but it's making progress. It can travel roughly 100 plus miles a day. So that's because it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Has a house ever fought Goldar?
Ever? Not yet.
Okay.
What?
Goldar, Power Rangers.
Make my monster grow.
Yeah.
Who was not made of fucking gold. I liked Goldar when I was a kid.
What is
Fucking
the Sphinx?
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Took me
Goldar
forever to
from?
realize that that's what
not,
he was.
Not that, but the word Goldar is in something else.
Anima.
Yes.
It's a land
it's
of barbarians.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have a common root.
It was
That's-
in Power Rangers, and the people that watched Power Rangers wrote that book. I'm sure
Mhm.
it's like, I'm sure it's.
There's
I'm
a lot
sure
of
it's
other
an
references
inside
to
joke.
shit you wouldn't expect in
Yeah.
Gaia,
Anima
so...
has a lot of really interesting, weird little things.
So, the house is making its way across Galarian.
Yeah!
It is surrounded in this field of deep mist that almost, to an observer, would just look like a wall of fog just traversing the land.
So it's like
We're London.
it's this fog that rolls through, and you just hear these resounding footsteps, and you're like, "What the?"
It's giant Jack the Ripper.
It'd be scary if it laughed.
Yeah.
Like, as it walked. Just randomly go.
Suck on that, Melikith.
It's just really large, loud loudspeaker system. It's just like, do not be alarmed.
I'm only a house.
And then it's got that Michael Bay noise attached to it. Yeah.
That's not
Yeah,
Michael
not
Bay.
Michael
That's,
Bay.
Oh, yeah.
that's Abe.
No.
No.
J.
Oh.
Abrams.
Snyder.
Oh, is that
Wait.
Snyder?
Who did
One of-
Inception? Who did Inception? Everybody.
Shaman.
It was in other.
No.
It was in other stuff before that though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the one who did Inception is the director known for using it so
Yeah.
often.
that's true. In fact, I even had the app on my phone, the button, and if anybody actually starts commenting on this video, they're definitely going to be angry that it took us this long to think of the name Nolan.
Yeah! Christopher
And
Nolan.
I had to work my way through that whole statement to actually get to that name.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan, that's right.
And it was because of the Nolan Batman verse.
Yeah. So,
So, House is moving.
The house is moving.
Change number.
Is there like a little part of like what would be the house that would be like a little tower or like a little lookout
that we can like
go to the
stand
top,
on to
and you
like
can be
watch the scenery?
Sit on the balcony.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do that, guys. Guys, you gotta see
Okay.
this. You gotta see this.
All right, I was curious. I was like looking out a window anyway.
Dawn is breaking the horizon.
It's gonna be beautiful.
And yeah, before you is a field of mist.
But with
Doesn't
the
stretch
sun,
to the
like,
horizon,
breaking
does it?
The horizon.
You can see through it, but it is still like a thick, heavy fog. It's magically induced, which is why it's so thick.
Yeah.
But you can see the landscape as you're going.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
You could probably make the house at just the windows, and you could just lay in bed, and it's right there in front of you, the view as you're walking away.
Yeah. I like how you think.
Is the fog to just keep the locals from attacking
No,
the
it's
ankles
from-
of this house? Or?
Pretty much.
Oh, I thought it was from the father. Like he just makes a fog.
It is. I know that.
I mean, he's creating it. Not him personally. He's having the house do it, but it is to just block people's sight. Of
No,
this.
Valence is like, man, that's a bit ostentatious, but it might actually serve a purpose.
He usually doesn't travel except for at night, and usually not long distances in this thing.
But no, we're going a long way.
You're going a long way, so it's meant to just be like, people hear it walking, they might think that's thunder.
Yeah. Thunder and fog, but then they're like, man, that thunder is very rhythmic, and it seems to be getting closer. Oh my god!
He is making a wide berth of any villages. He's keeping to the wilds as much as he can.
I hope we don't piss off anything that might actually fuck with us.
So, mapping how long a trip this is going to be?
Well, the thing is, this map doesn't actually go to the other side, so I'd have to use the map there. But I was like trying to determine, like, okay, once we're actually in Narcissa, we can kind of, because it's going to be a long trip.
I'm just trying to get there.
Yeah, from over here
Yeah, I'm just saying.
along this coastline.
I thought
So,
we were
like-
going there this way.
Are we going around the top or the bottom
Of
of Lake Kincrothen?
you going over on the top.
Okay. So like,
He's not going all around the south, so he's mainly just cutting through last wall.
see, this is already 150 miles,
Yeah, it's like a day.
but that's just to get off of the map that I've got. I don't know how. It's probably going to be being like 300 miles.
It's like
So
4
like
days.
3 days,
Almost 400. So,
about
So like
400.
4 days.
yeah, 4 days of travel.
And we might even be able to make a pit stop in like Crow Stump or whatever.
Why?
It's true.
So, yeah, basically you have 4 days. What would you like to do in these 4 days?
Is the dog okay?
It's recovering.
Does it like me?
Well, that's going to depend on a bit. Like animal handling.
I snuggled it a whole bunch.
While it was mostly unconscious, it has very little memory of that.
I have two thoughts. After the mystique of everything wears off, the novelty of like, holy shit, we're in a walking house. That's awesome. This is neat. From my little farm town in Cheliax, and here I am in a walking house from the haunted country.
Wow, rude. I'll start calling yours the devil country.
We do that too.
That's so fucking weird.
It is. I'm realizing as I explore the world. Thought is either to try to do some more research in this awesome library, since we made some headway already. I didn't know if the library itself would have any more interesting stuff, or just doing some training with the bird buddy.
Yep. I can do some bird training.
So my question is, can we do the training for hit points then?
Can I have your hair?
You could. Sure.
Okay.
You need to braid my hair?
Yeah.
This is interesting.
I need to know if you're actually braiding his hair while it's still attached, or if you're cutting a piece off to braid.
Oh. No, I mean, it's anchored as long as it's on his head.
Oh, okay.
And then I cut it off, and then I wear it.
3 days of
Nice.
3 days of downtime gives you a hit point.
That is not what I expected at all.
3 days?
3 days of downtime gives you a hit point if you spend them training.
Awesome. How much does that cost? Because I know usually there's
10 times your level time the days required.
Oh my gosh.
So 150 gold.
150 gold of, I guess, mainly components. It's kind of lifestyle expenses.
Okay.
You gotta eat that good. You gotta eat your protein shakes.
You gotta eat that butter.
You gotta
Holes.
get that
It's
whey
got-
protein.
Which
And
here, currently, I
Is
will
good.
give half cost because some of those are just covered by the fact that you're staying here.
And I know that that often includes training an instructor or something like that.
oh my gosh, what do I want to do? I have no clue.
So yeah, I'll spend 75 gold on a hit point. Do you want to spend 75 gold to get a permanent hit point bump?
Yeah.
I can take it off of
Up
your
to your max,
yeah.
Yep.
which I know neither of you are at because you haven't rolled perfect every time.
Mm-hmm. I did roll perfect the first couple times, which was really nice.
I rolled perfect twice, and then I rolled lame once. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna be taking the 75 off of the gold that we're holding on for you.
Okay.
Just because I assume that you just don't carry money.
Yeah. I mean, I carry a couple just in case I need some food or something. But
Gotcha.
I want to get a read on how our NPCs are doing.
Okay.
And what they're thinking about all of this.
All right. Which one first?
Liam.
Liam.
He's my Liam. He's my responsibility. So I have to take care of my Liam.
I just
Make sure he's fed and watered.
I just know that Tibble's in a corner somewhere doing a bunch of push-ups because I told him to.
So make a sense motive.
Like knuckle push-ups.
10.
The main read you can get off Liam is just bewilderment. Like, he knew that going out on this and working for you, he was gonna see some crazy shit. He didn't know how crazy. He thought, okay, those giant frogs crazy.
Right.
Invading an orc stronghold crazy. I'm gonna walk in house.
Your house fucking walks crazy? Wasn't prepared for that kind of crazy.
Also, we're going against a what? I've never heard of those.
Are you
who's
expecting
a
me
what?
to? Are you expecting me to go to this extraplanar library with you? Because I might have reservations. That might be a little bit beyond my pay grade.
Does Liam want a class? Does Liam want to train and get a class?
He's about ready, yeah.
What's Liam want to be when he grows up?
Liam
Witch.
Liam is most interested in surviving.
Okay, so
Over
that
everything
tells
else.
me either ranger or fighter.
Yeah.
Like heavily armored fighter kind of thing.
It would be so fucking weird if he just was I'm gonna be a ranger.
I mean, that's survival based.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That'd be
Or a
like
druid.
he got a class that nobody else had.
But no, that's kind of what he's leaning towards.
is
Okay.
ranger.
Is kind of an urban ranger.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
Urban rangers are dope.
None of us are rangers. How do we help him?
Most of it is mechanically increase his pay to a trained hireling,
Okay.
and he kind of deals with the rest.
All right. I'll just look that up. You want a class level, Liam? I'm gonna get you a class level.
He will be considered a level 1 ranger.
Yay,
Are
Liam!
you going to take the leadership feat and make Liam your?
I could, except my charisma's too trash for that feat.
No,
Don't you have to
It's
have a certain charisma for that feat?
I
Or am I thinking of D&D?
I don't think you have to have a charisma of 13 or higher. I think that because your leadership score is based on charisma,
That determines the number of helpers.
yeah, and the equivalent level of your hench buddy. But I think that's why only high charisma characters take it, was so that they can fully utilize it. But I don't think
Every leader, anyone who takes a leadership feat gets a henchman or whatever they're called, cohort.
yeah.
Leadership.
That's what I'm looking up.
And your functional
Character
leader-
level 7. That's it.
Oh my god, I might take that just for Liam. Liam will be my cohort. It'll be great.
You are free to.
Then you can make your thing a guild of assassins.
Liam's like, I am not an assassin, please.
So that's
Oh,
where
that's just
Liam
the
is.
drink company.
Hireling trained. That's 3 silver a day. Fucking easy. So I'll pay him for. I've been paying him like weeks at a time because it's easier that way.
You just give him a full week's pay.
It's simpler that way. The math. It's 2 gold. 2 gold. 2 gold and a silver. Another week of Liam.
Alright.
As a trained, sir. As I erase untrained from next to his name and put level 1 ranger. Best character creation decision I ever made. Getting a hireling.
I mean, yeah, it's been working out pretty well.
Yeah.
Alright, that's Liam.
Alright. How's Tibble doing?
Sense motive.
He's in the corner doing some push-ups.
22 on Tibble.
There's a large part of him that wants to figure out what happened to his family, get back to them. But right now, yeah, he's doing what he's told and going along with it because he thinks that is the best way to survive and not be useless, because he's kind of afraid that uselessness equals left behind.
Aww.
I mean, it
He got a
happens
complex already. Oh! Tibble!
That's my complex. He can't have my complex.
Oh, that's why he's your Liam.
Oh, that's true, I guess.
That way you can have that self-actualization. You'll be like, oh no, I've been doing that to myself.
No, the question
You give him a pep talk and you realize you're actually pep talking yourself the whole time.
You just
No, I'm
convinced
just
him to
like-
leave his old job. How are you going to pay him?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm not. He's not. He's here on the, like, he's doing his own thing. Like,
He's not a hireling, technically.
he's not a hireling. He's just doing.
He's just an NPC.
He's just an NPC in the corner doing some push-ups that I told him to.
Now, if you like, you know, we do have the bird fund separated from the rest of the party fund. He could be paid out of that if you wanted to keep him around.
Everybody gets a hireling at some point.
Everybody, you get a
Josh is like,
hireling, and you
"God
get a
damn it,
hireling, and you
everybody."
get a hireling,
That's
and
why I have these cards.
do some,
These NPC cards.
do some push-ups.
We like our NPCs. We collect them.
That's part of the fun of role-playing games, is interacting with other characters.
It's true.
Oh, they're the fucking spirits from
Well,
Smash.
basically, Tibble wants to figure out what the fuck happened to his family.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Like, why did they leave him behind?
Well, that's like the exact opposite. Ren just doesn't give a shit.
Well, at this point,
yeah.
Tibble got abandoned like 2 months ago.
Yeah,
Wren got abandoned, what? How old are you?
I'm 22.
22 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like that Timmy Turner.
Yeah.
That's just where I kept my hopes and dreams.
Dreams.
Those died a long time ago. How long ago, Dad? How old are you?
Putting
That
that
was
in
a
the,
great but terrible line.
put that in the vault.
Put that in the vault. Alright, so that's Liam. He's getting a class.
Mm-hmm.
Tibble, we're gonna bookmark that family thing because we don't have any idea which direction his family went.
Yeah.
Like, they got in a boat. It went somewhere. Like, we'll look into that later. We'll bookmark that for you, Tibble. Okay, we'll put that on the list. It'll be on our list. Right underneath, stop elder being from materializing in this plane. Find Tibble's parents. Who else we got? We got Satya.
Mhm.
Did it?
Yeah.
And we've got Darren. Were there any other NPCs I'm forgetting?
Nope.
I'll check in on Darren, see how he's doing. I know he had a sister back there with the crazy fish stuff.
Okay, sense motive.
21.
All of this is kind of above, like, just beyond his understanding. He doesn't get it. Like, it's like, why, what reason does a incomprehensible horror being have to fuck with a fishing, like, you know, a little tiny port town.
That's where the incomprehensible part comes into play.
And he's kind of struggling with the incomprehensibility of it. But he's kind of the point me in a direction of something I can hit. He's just waiting for that point.
Point me at the nail. I am a hammer.
Exactly. He's ready to hit something. And he's feeling a little bit cooped up in here, and
I hear Valen's and Laverne are training. If you wanna hit something, I'm sure they'll let you hit them. They might hit back though.
Valen's and the bird will get a third sparring partner.
Nice.
It's another 80s buddy cop. Valence and the bird.
Valence and the bird.
I've watched that.
So yeah, frustration. It's just one of those, like, this feels like the work for smart people. I am not a smart person.
We're gonna need that punching soon, I guarantee it.
I'm ready for the punching to be needed.
How was beating my dad?
Ren is just gonna go
More terrifying than I thought it would be.
Ren is just gonna go full like
And I already thought it was gonna be pretty terrifying.
full defense, and then just have both of them just try to hit her like as hard as they like. Just be like,
Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me.
Come hit me.
Come here, hit me.
This is good for me. Is this for you?
Do you want me to try anything?
Stop wriggling around, you jackass!
Like with a punch or with my chain?
Either.
Oh god. Don't murder the bird, please. I like this little bird. This little bird is a good little bird.
Murdered me.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me!
I got 24.
Yes.
Natural 20 on my third try. Which
Roll to
nets at a
confirm.
32.
No.
17 to confirm.
No.
A normal hit.
Yeah.
Normal hit. So you get struck.
Yeah.
Takes a few swings. That's still something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to try.
Especially coming from a fighter.
Actually, wait. Full defense. You miss.
No, than that
Not
20.
in that 20.
But it
20
took
always
the nat
hits.
20 to do it.
Even if it's a hit, it's still a miss.
What?
How so?
The part of the feat. If I'm doing a full defense, if it hits it, if it would hit, it misses.
Like the first time?
Yeah. The first time on a.
I'll check that just to make sure the wordings.
An attack inflicted. If using total defense action instead, you can deflect one melee attack that would normally hit you. An attack deflected deals no damage and has no other effect. Instead, treat it as a miss.
Okay.
You do not expend an action when using this feat, but you must be aware of the attack and not flat-footed.
So it's like missile parry or whatever it is.
So you just deflected a natural 20.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
The defense will still only get you so far, Bird. You gotta hit back at some point.
Yeah.
So I just prefer to hit. Which is Darren's solid, not monastic training advice. Gotta hit!
Best defense is a good offense, kid. Pet, pet.
I missed.
Missed.
That did drop my my AC a bit, though. So
Because the first time it would hit, that makes the bonus go away.
Yeah.
It goes
which
way
drops it down to what?
For like a full turn.
drops it until the start of my next turn and drops it down to 27.
Down to 27.
Yeah. As long as I continue the full defense.
Remember, this is Pathfinder. Eventually that will be meaningless.
Yeah, eventually. But right now that still means...
You're like, I rolled a 67 to hit the bird.
Right now that means that my fighter...
You hit the bird.
My fighter needs to roll a 15 to hit you after he's hit you.
Yeah.
And that was without power attack on. I wasn't using
Yeah.
power attack or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Darren.
Okay. So Taya.
Okay. I would like 2 sense motive checks. The second one with a +5.
Okay. First one is a modded 20.
Okay.
The second one is a 28.
Okay. The first, what you get from her is more, like now that she's recovered from her egg in me, more fascination than anything else. She's seen some wonders in her life, but nothing quite like this. And there's also a mix of excitement and fear about going up against an elder thing.
Yeah, that's what I was getting.
And also a bit of surprise is your older sister has been somewhat friendly with her. Mainly in like
Like the oldest one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And mainly the Zatea doesn't have the equipment that she will need to do this. Your sister is being a bit like giving some of her older stuff.
Hey, you're gonna need this.
Yeah, if you're doing this, you're going to need better. You know, this masterwork stuff is not going to cut it, considering that Zatea lost her gear.
And I'm like, oh, well, I got some masterwork stuff, sis. What are you holding that on? Hold that on me.
And the second sense motive check is to know that it's because your older sister has a thing for strong women.
I see where this is going. Can I wingman? Can I now start wingmanning?
If that's something you want to do.
Hell yeah! Maybe if she gets laid, she'll just fucking relax. Also, I want to see what happens when a vampire fucks a fire elemental. Because that sounds like it'd be terrible. But I'm intrigued.
I mean, she's not a full elemental.
Well, yeah, but she's still, like, part on fire.
I mean, Valen slept with her.
Yeah, but fire isn't his antithesis.
It's as much a human's antithesis as it is a vampire's.
I don't know.
Vampires have no weakness to fire. It
Oh,
just,
they don't?
no,
Oh, I thought they did.
It hurts them.
And so many other things don't.
That it seems like a weakness. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, now I get it.
Yeah. It's just
It's kind of like Superman's weakness being magic.
Yeah.
He's
is
no
so-
like more weak to magic than any other fucker on the street, but because he's immune to everything else, he's like, "Oh God, magic, keep it away."
until he gets shot by Black Adam, and then he's like, "Ow,
We
magic."
don't talk about it.
The movie, the Shazam cartoon movie was really good. Otherwise, I liked
Yeah,
it.
no, it was fun.
But it's talking about
Billy!
but it's talking about Superman having like a weakness to magic, and that all of his powers are null against it. And then he gets hit by a magic blast from Black Adam that has been devastating buildings, and he just goes, "Ow!"
He's like, oh, you got me.
Like it slightly hurt him, which given with Superman, that's an interesting feat. But it's still like that's not a weakness, you fucker. That's a slightly lower level of near infinite resilience
Right.
to just go, "Ow."
Ugh.
No, I remember in the Smallville show there was a coven and they just flat out kicked his ass like all over like.
He's very vulnerable to like I've seen him be vulnerable like mindfuckery. And
Oh,
shit
he's very
like that.
vulnerable
Yeah.
to that. That's
Even
how you
Poison-
can actually get
Even
Batman.
Poison Ivy got him that time, yeah.
Which is why there was
You were just about to mention Hush.
there was a thing that I saw online that had these different ranking or these different like showings of superheroes, all women. There was like the X-Men women, which was like Psylocke, Jean Grey,
It was still rolling.
Storm, I think White Queen and Rogue, and then like Avengers women, Wasp, Black Widow, blah 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 blah, and then DC women where you had like Power Girl, Wonder Woman, and I forget who else, but powerful figures in DC. And they're like, who would win? And I just went like the X-Men. You've got 3 fucking psychics in this. No, we win.
X-Men got hella psychics. Fucking broke OP.
Yeah, the Avengers. The closest thing they had in that lineup was Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Who is pretty OP.
She's OP as shit, but it's still like that's Jean Grey, that's the White Queen, that's Psylocke. You've got an Omega level telepath and 2 S level telepaths.
So
Right.
we're checking on our NPCs. Sorry.
Sorry, rant, comic book geeky rant. Well, she checked the last of them. That was
Yeah, now I want a wingman.
now you want a wingman. We will get to that.
Okay.
But beforehand, what about Mars?
I was looking at what the options were. I didn't see anything I liked, so I'm probably just going to kick back and relax because I probably won't get another vacation for a while.
Okay.
Traveling this week.
Just doing a bit of relaxing.
Do you want me to wingman for you with my other sister? I can make that happen. I also have a brother if you're more into that.
No, I just kind of want to chill. Me and
Okay.
Jim, I just kind of relax
I
because
can also
it's
support
been a
that.
rough trip.
We have nice baths with our nice warm water.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do some bathing, some
We've got
chilling.
a selection of fine eateries that most people in the house don't touch. We eat Other
Like
things.
not like edibles, but like actually like eateries. There's like a Wetzel's Pretzel somewhere like in this house.
Yeah,
No.
you take a left past the second bathroom.
Panda Express.
It's right next to the Orange
I was
Julius.
talking about Panda Express today. I really want one. Oh my gosh, like yesterday with the Jamba Juice. Can I have a Jamba Juice in my house?
No.
Damn. Can I have a robot that makes smoothies?
Can we just
And
get
can I call him Jamba Juice?
Can we just get our cook droid from the Star Wars game that we
I
played?
miss living
I
in
love
Chicago.
Cookie. Fucking Cookie.
So Mars is just relaxing.
She's relaxing, Max,
Yep,
and acting
just
all
relaxing.
cool. And she's shooting some people outside the school.
Yep, I'm just like.
Is there a downtime benefit to relaxing like there was in
Look,
5e?
no.
No.
Remind me to
It's not
tell you
even
a
on the
story
list.
sometime about
I
the
was
most
trying to
like
well, maybe I
a-
could. No, maybe I could.
Yeah.
No, nothing just seemed like, what would she do? She would just probably relax because it's been a rough travel.
That great ultimate campaign book, and they're like, the one thing your character can't do is have a day off.
Yeah,
I couldn't think of any benefit for it.
Yeah.
probably not. There's not really much of one.
just
But I looked through it and I couldn't find anything that like would seem like, ooh, that would be. I thought maybe trying to learn a language, but
I mean, you could always train with us for some more hit points.
nah, I didn't really want to do any training. I don't know why I said it like that.
That takes-
I don't want to do
That
any
takes
training.
effort.
I want to do it.
I want to fucking chill, because we're gonna have to fight an elder being or some
Yeah.
shit. Man, I just wanna.
So I'm just
I
reading
just wanna
some
enjoy
books,
this.
enjoying the journey.
What kind of books is Mars like?
She's reading spell books.
Okay. I wasn't sure if she was like fantasy, action, adventure.
Oh no,
mystery.
she's probably looking at like some what's your zodiac sign? And I'm like, oh, this is nice.
This is when she's actually sharing the spells with your sister, because you gave her like what, 12 spells
That's
last
just their
time?
familiars talking.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I don't have to do anything.
Oh. That must be real nice.
Me and Jim are just having a conversation now out loud for the first time.
Is there to everyone else? It just still sounds like.
That is fucking adorable.
I have linguistics. Can I?
No.
Okay.
Crack the hedgehog
Yeah,
code.
everyone's gonna put a point in
you crack
linguistics.
the
Can I learn
Pokemon
to
code?
speak Gemma?
Can I speak hedgehog now?
I would like to speak Gemma.
Chili dogs.
I know Aklo now, so I could probably check out some new books.
You
You
could
gotta
look
go
at-
fast.
Yeah, you could look at some.
I spent my
You're
3
too
days
slow.
training, so I'll wait until that's done before I.
Okay.
Aside from like flipping through some books when I'm not training.
Casually. All right, wingman.
Yeah.
How are you winning the wingman?
Wait, man.
Is there a mechanic for this in the past?
I guess try
Jack.
to see, because I've already got the sense that my oldest sister has an interest. So now next step is to see if Zateo also has an interest.
All right. How would you like to go about discovering this?
I'm not just gonna ask you. That's weird. That's really weird.
Is that too straightforward?
It's very too straightforward. I can vouch for that by experience. I guess try to have like a casual conversation. Maybe mention the sister and how she's like in the new gear. Is it fitting okay? Like, does she feel like, how's that going? You know, just to see if she has any reaction. See if she starts talking about her more. You know, pick up a little bit on that.
She mentions how she's grateful for basically getting these loner gear as it is. And while she's talking, go ahead and make you can make another sense move on that. I'll give that instead of fully playing the conversation. Just go ahead and skip this because I don't want to exclude everyone else for
22.
too long. 22. You don't get much of a hint of any like overt interest. You don't sense any like disgust or disinterest by any means, but just
Right now she's in neutral.
yeah. Right now she's at a neutral. It doesn't seem like that's really in her head.
I can't exactly arrange a dinner. My sister eats people.
My sister eats people.
Not like Sean Green, actual people.
Actual people.
Wasn't that the goal?
maybe I guess then I'll start talking about her a little bit more. Maybe like hype her up. Maybe tell some cool stories. I'm sure I mean, she's been alive for like 2 centuries. I don't know. She's probably got some cool stories.
What is your charisma modifier?
And my charisma modifier
Yes.
is a -1.
Sorry.
I'm really good at bluff though.
Well, that's not what she's going for. That's
Damn.
I thought you didn't like your sister.
Oh, not for me. We don't get along so well on a personal philosophical level. I mean, she's still my sister. She's still done some cool things. I mean, I don't always get along with my dad either, but he's still my dad. You know? He's done some cool things. I mean, look at this house.
That's fair, but we haven't been talking about your dad. That's been my curiosity.
You know, I just you two have been spending a lot of time together. Just wondering how that was. Thought maybe that might be going somewhere.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's, you know, maybe it's just my imagination.
I mean, if she's interested, all she has to do is ask.
Were you trying to hook her up with?
My older sister.
Reveal.
Zatea. Oh. Well, that's simple enough.
She just kind of shrugs. I'm a simple person.
I like your style. I wish more people were like that. Make the world a better place, I think. A lot easier place to navigate.
If everyone were the same, it would be boring.
Also very true. Well, I want to go talk to her then. I'll just fucking tell her that. Like, so I talked to Zatea. She said if you're interested, just have to ask her.
Why did you talk to her?
Because you're clearly interested.
If a vampire could blush.
I have eyes, okay? I'm not stupid. Have fun. Do what you will.
Cheerio.
I got your hookup, bye.
Hey,
If a
pick
vampire,
me later.
I would just like to point out I've always been confused by that logic. If a vampire can't blush, then technically there should be other things that a vampire shouldn't be able to do romantically.
I'm a fan of Vampire the Masquerade. It takes effort. And a conscious act of will to be able to blush and do other things romantically.
Yeah. If it takes effort to blush, it's going to take a lot more effort to do other things romantically.
It's called spending blood.
Yeah, it's just called the blush of life.
Yeah.
And I always really liked that rule because I thought it made a lot of sense for vampires.
It did.
So, the trek continues on. Is there anything you would like to do? Because yours is the one that didn't take a lot of time.
Well, I guess I just talked to a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Does anybody want some cheese?
Sure. I like cheese.
What a best cheese and some quackles.
Hey, cheese.
I grabbed too much.
Too much cheese. I was going to say that's not a thing, but that's very much a thing.
Yeah, I thought I only grabbed 2 slices, but I ended up grabbing 4. I was like, I don't have that room.
Oh yeah, these are... I thought this was just one big slice, but no, it's multi-slice.
Yeah. I didn't realize how many were there until after I pulled it.
So, anything else you would like to do?
No, I talked to all the NPCs. I'll chat with my other siblings for a while. I'll chat with these guys. I'm mostly just trying to keep tabs on everybody.
Make sure that we're still alive and haven't been eaten yet.
Yeah.
Murdered by a
I
bird.
appreciate that.
Murdered, as you will.
Oh,
Father
God.
is on his throne controlling the manor, and he is there day and night. There's no sunlight coming in here. He just kind of... It's almost like he drifts off or dies during the day because he just kind of slumps. But the manor still moves.
Can I do an adorable thing and put a little blanket on him one night?
Sure. One day.
One day. Just a little blanket on him. Pat, pat. Appreciate you, Dave.
So we will say this will be the 4th day. This is going to be the last day of travel. Because, yeah, I'm not rolling random encounters. I don't know if anything is randomly going to attack a giant fucking house.
I mean, I don't know if there's a great worm in these woods somewhere.
The whole colony of bullet. It just steps on them.
This bullet
Stop.
have tremor sense. They're getting the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Maybe a very territorial house hunter. It's just like
This is my turf. Only one house.
So, last day. What does everyone want to do?
Well, you were the Pathfinder's hype man.
Yeah.
So what's your plan?
Go in and just tell them what's what. What?
I need your hair.
You already cut off. What more do you want?
I have more on that side.
She wants to make it even.
Oh my god.
You let the bird touch your hair once.
Come on,
it's gonna touch
Scruffy.
it again.
She didn't say she was gonna cut the braid off when she was done.
Come on, Scruffy, you can do it.
Yeah,
You knew
her
what
exact
this-
words
you knew
were,
what
"Can
the-
I braid
You're
your
gonna
hair?"
have to find a new nickname if these
My
keep
exact
going.
words
Okay,
because
fine.
can I have some hair?
Sure. Make it even. I'm gonna get a new haircut in Tamron anyway.
She's just gonna shave his hair. She's just like, fuck you, bird.
No more of this shit.
My goal was to take the written response from your father to the venture captain at the Watch in Taldor, to explain basically the closure of our like introductory mission, and then explain the whole mess about Buckrug and what's actually affecting the surrounding shores,
Should we tell
especially.
the druids too?
Yes.
Okay.
Since we've
Put that on the list.
been making a pit stop in Crystalhurst,
It's
or at the
further
very
off,
least
so
sending a message. Do what?
it's further away. It wouldn't exactly be a pit stop. It'd be a detour.
Right. We could probably just send a message to them, since it's directly affecting them. And then explain the Library of Yith and go from there. See how they want to help us get there, or if they have people that are better suited to doing that. Because somebody's gonna have to. But there's people out there that know a heck of a lot more about this stuff than any of us do. So we'll see. Otherwise, my concern is seeing what the next step is to actually become a member of the society. Which, don't know yet. Out of game, I just learned, it involves potentially going to Absalom, where the Grand Lodge is, and taking tests. But
I thought when we become members of society we had to tell a really scary story and everybody had to put us in.
It's a lot less weird than the societies I've heard of. Just like there's some rituals
Midnight
and some
Society.
candles.
oh,
Yeah.
What was that from? Shit, I remember.
Are you afraid?
Or the
Are
Afraid
you
of the
afraid of the
Dark.
dark?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was getting that vibe, but I couldn't confirm, which is why
I was thinking
getting
like Goosebumps, so I knew that wasn't right.
It
No.
was a similar vein though.
Mm-hmm.
Except Are You Afraid of the Dark was actually scary.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
And one time I actually scary Tales from the Crypt. That puppet can die in hell.
Man, I love the Crypt Keeper.
Can die in hell.
There was not an episode.
I'm not saying he can die and go to hell. I'm saying he has to go to hell first and then die.
No, there was not an episode of that of Tales from the Crypt that was scarier than an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark that had the fucking clown.
Okay, well it had the fucking clown. Okay, that episode is like on a whole other tier.
So, that is your plan.
That's my thought. Present the research that I've already presented that confirms everything,
And then maybe fuck off to Absalom.
and maybe fuck off to Absalom, maybe fuck off to the Library of Yeth. It depends on what they say.
Anybody else have any ideas, thoughts, questions, comments, concerns? Comment, like, and subscribe.
Gotta work that in there.
Ring that bell icon.
Freaking seamless.
If you don't like something, downvote it.
Or just don't watch it. But hey.
No, I mean...
If you don't like it, just
If
don't
they-
say
if
anything.
they-
If you don't like it, don't put a ring on it.
If they
Do the opposite of Beyonce.
if they thumbs down it, it's better for us than if they do nothing.
It's true.
No, that's fair. So, anyone else have any thoughts or plans?
For the day, I might just do a little bit more research now that I know Aklo, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna be working too hard.
Okay.
Wren realizes quickly a problem with her plan.
What was her plan? You just had the floor in order to share a plan.
No, I just meant with constantly braiding your hair.
I think she's talking about the hair.
Oh yeah, I'm running out of it.
Yeah.
That's how
As you
hair works.
even the sides, and you're like, oh no, he's not gonna have that much hair left. I keep doing this.
Yeah, and now you've given me a mullet, which is why the first thing that I do when I get. Is anybody here that is there a barber? All the other amenities that this
Is
place
there a
has.
barber bot?
There would be one who could.
Yeah,
Cool.
in the bath. You know,
Okay.
we got the little cream stuff. You can unscruffify you, Scruffy.
I get trimmed up.
Okay. It's a bit terrifying. Is this construct is almost Freddy Krueger-like with its utensils.
Edward Scissorhands.
My original sensei was a Cenobite.
That's fair.
I just imagine that it's not actually any of that. It's that shaving machine from Casper.
Oh my god. That horrifying mechanism. You're like, that's gonna kill you.
I mean, this is the exact type of thing that should have that.
No, you're right. This is a lot like the castle from fucking Casper.
So.
Do I have a friendly ghost? Not yet.
Not friendly.
Not yet.
I had one for a little while.
It's
A
like, did
little
somebody
frenemy.
die?
That was a frenemy ghost.
But as night comes again and begins dragging on, the manor comes to a stop and settles itself down on a nearby hillside.
At nightfall?
Night, yeah, it's probably 10 o'clock.
Dad's a fan of hills. He likes giving them eyes.
He likes making sure he sees anything coming.
Yes.
With his eyes in the hills.
It's not a bad plan.
So how far away are we actually from the...
About 3 miles from the outer gate.
That's not bad. But it's 10 o'clock at night.
Head in the morning?
Sounds good.
Okay.
So everyone decides to just bunk in, go in tomorrow.
Leave it like dawn or whatever.
I mean, does Dad get up?
He goes on one of his enthusiastic walks.
You don't want to go outside.
No, I'm good.
he's going on a bit of an enthusiastic walk.
He's been cooped up.
He also wants to get a sense of, like, alright, where is this place? What is this place? How likely am I going to have to genocide this entire village?
Ooh, that's not a good plan.
Very enthusiastic walks.
I imagine there's a lot of perching. A lot of scowling.
When does he get a big titty police girl? That's what I really need to know.
Well,
When does he get her a cannon? Because bitches love cannons.
his mind, he had one, and then she got banished.
Yeah, well, she wasn't a police girl. She was a horrible outer plane monster lady who was a cunt.
Outer plane monster lady?
Do you say that? But never mind. I'm not even gonna finish it. So
the following day, as the sun rises, you are free to go out and about.
cool. I head to the lodge. Y'all are welcome to join.
Are y'all just gonna go with him?
Yeah, that's probably the best idea.
I follow along.
We all follow along.
Okay.
In case there's some shit TM.
You head into the town.
Hoping that it doesn't end up like the last town.
Hoping that's not already like the last one.
And he's like, we don't need you to look into it anymore. We're good.
I'm gonna
We're no longer accepting any boats.
just on the basis that
Good,
there
we
was
brought a
some
house.
crazy shit going on. I'm gonna be perceptioning to see if there's
Perception.
to see if there's anything that seems out of the ordinary as we make our way to the Pathfinder Society.
I'm now rocking the Thor Ragnarok buzz cut.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
When are you getting the eye patch?
I hope not.
Oh, what? You
It
making
didn't
fun of
even
Liam?
last him a whole movie.
The one-eyed ranger? Liam, you have to keep that,
26.
that name, by the way.
The One-Eyed Ranger or Liam?
Well, both.
26?
Yeah.
The place seems much like it did last time. There's a lot of gossip going around about why a large Gothic-style manor appeared on a hillside in the middle of the night.
Shh, don't ask questions.
It's because we're overachievers.
My father knows a really nice architect.
It's always been there.
Like the fucking egg boulders?
Yeah.
I still have to applaud you guys for doing a really good job of convincing me that I was fucking insane. Like, did you guys talk over dinner? You're all very convinced these boulders are here after Josh very clearly said that the boulders were here. I don't understand.
Previous campaign, for those who are curious about what she's talking about.
Only one person at the table passed their will save against an illusion, basically.
Against a manipulation.
Yeah.
The city was surrounded by these gigantic rocks, and there was a massive hypnotic suggestion that just told everyone, no, this has always been there, don't worry about it.
And I'm the only one who didn't fail. So Josh is like, yeah, there's giant rocks. You never saw it before. It was weird. And I'm like, guys, well, what's up with these weird rocks? And you're like, what weird rocks? Those have always been there. I'm like, fuck all of you.
So, you make it to the Pathfinder Society, the lodge of it. It's fairly quiet, as it has been on several occasions.
Mm-hmm.
Still very early morning, so people are, you see the twins that you met last time are kind of getting the place ready, wiping down tables, cleaning off breakfast plates.
Do any of them have fish on
Most are just scraps, so it's hard to tell.
them? Okay. I was going to say, if I see some fish, I'm going to be, no!
Signed, Future Dwight.
Is the venture captain...
Oh, welcome back. Hi. Your creature has been very placid.
Oh!
Eaten a lot.
Thunder, yes. Thunder is very hungry.
Is he doing okay?
He's a grown boy.
He hasn't been to too much trouble, has he?
No trouble. He just eats a lot.
Oh, yeah, he does that. He's very large. You understand. If you were that size, you'd eat a lot, too.
We'll square up with that, but we've got some fairly urgent news.
Put it on my tab.
Yes, he should be upstairs. And, Roman! Rather gruff voice of a little gnome.
I thought you said Roman. I was like,
A gruff come in.
yeah, I know. Kind of sound like Roman.
We walk in. I present him with the written response from the Lord.
I actually brought him.
He takes it.
And inform him that he is actually about 3 miles outside of town. As he came with us.
Wait, what?
There's a long story. I'm not actually sure what he wrote there, so you might want to read it first.
And he reads,
I'm just a messenger, so I didn't actually read the message.
Oh, you're gonna get murdered.
I'm sure.
Well, this answers questions and raises a lot more.
Yep.
So I hope you have some answers.
What questions does it leave?
More on all this about a great creature lurking at the bottom of the lake, but also not.
Technically, the portal lurks at the bottom of a lake in a sunken city. The creature lurks in the dark tapestry beyond that portal.
Ah. That's comforting. Not
Yeah.
really.
Oh,
I mean, it should be. It's like, oh, here's a scary door, and here's a monster that's behind the scary door, as long as you can't see it.
in
It's
our
fine.
research, we discovered that portal opened on X date, which is what caused the lake level to lower as the water, vacated through the drain in the bottom, which was displaced in part by eggs that have found their way into the fish of the lake, which is what, pardon me, turned that village into the Wicker Man movie.
Not the bees!
just imagine you actually said that. Like, I really want to at some point just play a character that like just Deadpool references like stuff that happens in this world just because of the fact he's like a little crazy.
That's one of the reasons I actually really like Shadowrun is you can make references like that.
Yeah.
Even though then you're like, wow, you're an expert of movies that came out almost a century ago.
I made sure it was one of my knowledge
Yeah,
skills specifically so I could make those
I
references.
try to make sure that at least one of my knowledge skills is about 20th century some subgenre of thing.
Good job, Tom Paris. They had to have that character.
'Cause I remember I did that with Judith specifically for one thing that I never actually ended up doing. The fucking Dirty Harry reference.
You did Dirty Harry reference once.
Did I get to do it?
Yeah.
I thought I never actually got
Yeah,
to
you
do
did
it.
Either that or I rule that, like, whatever it is that we're enjoying has been, like,
Arr.
rebooted enough times to still be part of the Sixth World. Anyway.
So,
Um,
I was like this.
somebody's gonna have to close that portal, and the only way that we've yet discerned how to do that is to go to the Library of Yith and recover a forgotten spell that probably only a nearly deific being would actually be able to cast.
that poses several problems.
We
It does.
might know one of those things, though.
Yeah, we might have a connection with the Fae.
Ugh.
They could pull that off.
Yay.
Right.
You made it rhyme.
Yay, Fae.
Yeah.
So
Really?
getting this spell.
As far as I know, none of us have ever planar traveled before.
Nope. That's my knowledge.
Technically, we traveled this plane.
Cute.
Disambiguation is important, Balance.
The bird is sassy today.
Is this
Because I
something-
ran out of hair.
Is this something your group feels they can take on?
I have literally no idea.
Yeah, it's, I don't know anything about the Library of Yith. I haven't shied away from anything yet.
Think
But
it's
that
worth a
might be just stupid bravery. What?
try. Think it might be worth a try.
I mean, yeah, if nobody else is gonna
We know
do it,
that
that's
Mary,
gonna be our
so that
goal.
kinda-
Can I make a knowledge planes to know if we're appropriately adapted to going
That's a
to
good
that
call.
lab?
Go ahead.
Can I assist?
Yeah.
Knowledge, not without resources.
oh,
If
no.
you're in a library and stuff like that, I'm more fine with assisting on knowledge skills. But if it's just something you know, it's a little trickier.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Then can I roll separate?
Yes.
24.
Okay. Natural 20 with a plus 10.
Okay. You've both heard stories of people from this realm going to the library and surviving, even going unexpectedly. So it's not like they had preparation.
They didn't have to make those.
Are we gonna find a guy that's all creepy and he's got this like cloak and he's got a giant bag and it's a bag man and he's gonna hit us and he's gonna take us? Oh god, oh god.
Wasn't planning on that, but
I'm having bloodborne flashbacks. For the
Okay.
audience's
I'm like, I
reference.
don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, there's a point in the game where you just get fucked and get teleported to a different part of the multiverse. I don't fucking know, but it's terrifying. It's awful. And those bad guys are fucking super strong at the time that you first encounter one. And it's horrifying.
So
no, you
it's
know
possible that we can survive.
yes, and you know that the majority of the population of the library will be snakemen.
Is that different than Yonti?
Yes, because Yonti are D&D exclusive.
Okay.
Are they
Snakemen
like,
do
not
not.
a-
Snakemen do not necessarily breed with humans to create variants. They're snake people. Period. The end.
How do they feel about bird people?
The same they feel about most people, which is they're not fans.
How do they feel about badger people?
Not fans.
What about mongoose people?
Kill on sight?
That's the real questions.
Kill on sight with their ancient evil spells.
So does that mean that we need to figure out
So
how
are they
to...
going to be immediately hostile? Most likely.
Likely they're going to be hostiles. This is more of a warning of like what you are probably going to find there.
Gotcha. I'll relay that information
Hostile
to the rest of the
snake
party.
people.
Are they powerful?
They're, it's one of
Or
those.
are they like a race?
They're a
where-
race. It's hard to say. Individuals will vary.
Okay.
Your average snake person is no stronger than a human. However, they are known for, because you got to, I'll give you this, they are known for their powerful magics. They're
Gotcha.
skilled spellcasters.
You said that, and I was like,
Well, it's because, like, when you're talking about, like, salamanders are also people, but I don't want to fuck with any of them. Because they're just naturally on fire. Like, just being near them is enough to set you ablaze. But they're just folk that can have class levels.
they're just into
Not the lizards, but
I
guys that live in lava.
Yeah.
That like to pull you into lava.
No, I like Josh's just, your results may vary disclaimer on the,
On the snake people.
on the snake people. Your results may vary.
YMVB. Or YMMV. So it'd be good for us to prepare, since it's a, hostile territory.
Yes.
And it'd be probably good to do a little bit more research into the library, because it's not like we know where the card catalog is.
I don't know how much on the library you're going to find. It's one of those whispered about in arcane text kind of things.
I'm assuming it's near the periodicals.
Usually it's, or the computer lab.
Or the computer lab.
The trick's going to be getting there.
Yeah, that is completely beyond our depth, and we also would not have a way back.
I don't remember the last time I actually saw a physical card catalog.
It's been a while.
Last time I was at Carnegie Public, I think. Which was years ago.
No.
I will say get prepared. I'll talk to the sisters and see if we can arrange a travel. And a way of getting back, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It might take a few days. Can't tell for certain.
Can you spread the information around to other port cities, to the druids in Crystalhurst?
Don't eat the fish.
Don't eat the fish. Of course, it's already been, 2 weeks?
It's been...
It's been 2
month or
weeks
two.
since we left on this mission, but it's been a lot longer than that since the eggs were spreading out of the
Yeah.
supply.
I can send what warnings I can, but the idea of a being of that kind of power stepping through it, who knows when, something I want to try and handle quickly.
Yeah.
I don't tend to cast an eye away from fate when a group of adventurers kind of lands on the doorstep, already involved in this.
Sure. You'll definitely want to try to get more people out there trying to keep the sacrifices from happening, because those are what's going to hasten him coming through the door. So, pretty much every port town is probably going to end up as one of these cult villages from Innsmouth. I'll stop making references, I'm sorry. It's fun. I like to assume that anytime we make a reference to IRL, the character is making a reference that's relevant to the Pathfinder, to Galarian, and that's just the translation.
Entertainment isn't as widespread, because it's more local.
It's true. Gotta get more bards.
Can never go wrong with bards.
I'll send out what warnings I can. And he will give you a document of your own that is basically a letter of invitation to the head hall in Absalom. For when you have a chance to go there.
Yes.
He's saying that might wait, but...
By the end of this, we might be asking for a field commission.
Yeah, I can't exactly get those. But you've basically done your service enough to a guildmaster for that guildmaster to say, like, hey...
It's our letter of Rick.
Yeah, consider this guy.
Cool. So, we need to prep to venture beyond the stars. I don't know how to do that. I'll do some research. Research is always good.
You like my fitness? Can I help you?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Gives a +2 bonus to concentration checks.
Yes.
So, what would you like to do now?
I want to go see Thunder.
Okay. He's in the back of the guild hall.
You doing okay?
He seems to be.
Give him some pat pat.
I actually want to go to either a market or one of the docks and try to get some fish.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious if it's.
Please don't eat it.
I'm not going to.
But you might get your brother to test it.
Yeah, that's what my kind of plan was.
That's a good idea.
All right. So, how much do you want to get?
Just maybe like 1 or 2 fishes.
To like 6 copper.
Okay.
You know what else you can do while we're here? Buy someone's hair. Because I'm fresh out.
I'm gonna have to come up with a new name for you. Tragic.
I'm sorry.
Would you mind grabbing me another drink, please?
Can no longer be man. No longer be man bun.
So, you want to do research. You're wanting to buy some fish.
How big is this town?
It's not huge, but it's a decent sized city.
I might try to buy some healing potions or something before we
It's
leave.
not a 1-horse town, but it's definitely less than a 3-horse town.
I'm gonna go to the
Or
top
another wand.
and
We
see
probably don't have enough money for that.
if any of the boats
pretty
that
sure
had left
Monster.
our town
Boba,
like a month or 2 ago actually came here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
Huh?
All right.
think
Go
they're at
ahead
least
and make
1,000
a diplomacy
Which is
check
why
as you are gathering
If we
information.
pooled all of our money, we could, but there's not enough money in the party.
This is
fund.
why I like that stat. I remember.
How many charges do you still have on the cure one?
Maybe like 40
Wow.
something.
11.
Your cookie
Quite a
cookies.
bit.
11. You are unable to find information regarding the boats.
I've only used 10.
Both because just
'Cause I've been using
people
my phone
don't
powers.
know, and because you don't really have any credentials that convinces the Dockmaster that you need to see any of that, because you might be like a headhunter or something like that. He doesn't know.
I got my noble crest.
Yeah, you're what?
My noble crest.
Yeah, what's that mean, Ustalavian?
Come on.
It's kind of going back to that headhunter idea. Unless it's the kind of headhunter that hires people.
Rude. You're all very rude.
So.
Which is going to be better, the library at the lodge or the library at the mansion?
For dark occult secrets, probably the mansion.
Okay.
The lodge has more on Galarian itself. Politics, conflicts, what have you.
I'm imagining that while we're here, Zatea is like gearing up, like getting some proper gear.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she didn't lose like her money, did she?
No, she didn't lose everything. She was stripped out of her armor and weapons so she could be fed to some basilisks without upsetting their poor tummies on armor or a sword.
Mm-hmm.
That would upset my
Because
stomach.
they don't know not to eat the sword. They're like, well, it's here with the meal. It's like, parsley.
Or she woke up and started trying to stab.
Or Bailey.
Also possible. God, I need Bailey's accidentally.
Or
Like,
ginger.
Why did I do this? It's going to cut my whole throat down.
It's like galangal that's sometimes in the bottom of the.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah.
Tasted pine salt for like a week.
Yep.
Excuse me.
At least I think that's what that was.
Yeah.
So,
It's like ginger but stronger.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just do some more research into the realm to figure out, like, okay, do these creatures have any weaknesses? Can I find a map? How do we navigate it? Are there any other potential, like, planar concerns that we have?
so that'll be your researching. It'll take a little bit.
Yeah.
Other people mentioned shopping.
This would be a good time to shop if you need things. I think we've already pretty much sold everything we need to sell. We didn't acquire anything new, did we?
Nothing of great
That's
value.
already fun thing.
We've got that foul-smelling paste. The tainted bear claws.
We're talking about the pastries or the actual.
Oh,
Paste.
Okay. Oh, we do have those. Forgot about that.
I mean, I'm probably gonna just
Stupid
work those bear
goblins.
claws into like some armor or something at some point because they're gigantic and impressive. And that or I'll use them to threaten children at an archaeological site.
Mm-hmm.
Should I roll something?
For your research, it would be a planar knowledge.
Do I have any assistance?
Let's see if anyone's helping you research. Because at a library, you can.
Would you like to assist with planar knowledge?
I can roll planar knowledge.
If
Oh,
doing
we're
research
in the library then, yes, I can.
Yeah.
I got it. So you got +2.
I got another natural 20 on knowledge planes. Apparently, that's my subject. So that
I mean,
netted
you
out.
were raised by devils.
It was. And it is my highest knowledge skill. So, natural 20 netting out at a 32.
You're not likely to find any sort of...
With the ability to speak Aqua.
The only problem you're likely going to find in Earth is that the sun doesn't really set. Like, it's a constant day there.
Oh.
So time doesn't flow right.
How bright is this constant?
Everyone has non-24.
It's not a normal sky. It is a red, burning sky.
Is it super bright?
It's a skybox from
It's bright.
Quake 3 Arena.
It's bright, but with very deep shadow.
Oh. Stick to that shadow, please.
Should we try to buy you some smoked goggles or something?
I've got a hooded cloak, and Mars was kind enough to buy me a parasol.
Mm-hmm.
The city, like, the world is said to be made up of great cities. The library is the largest structure in that world, as it is kind of the center point of the world.
So we're going to be, if we plane shift there, we'll be plane shift just somewhere in that world, and we're going to have to make it to the library.
Yes.
Yes.
Will there be food there that we can eat?
Apparently, yes. There will be things you can eat there. The vegetation and animal life there is edible. The water is drinkable, though it is said to have... Nothing tastes right. Because it's nothing of this world. There's differences to it.
I'm gonna eat a snake person. I want to see what it tastes
I
like.
just want to see what the people taste like.
The
Would you not be curious?
populace there worship another of the great old ones called Yig. Great serpent.
That's pretty fair for the snake people to worship the big snake god.
But this question might have already been answered, but is there hostility kill on sight or just won't give you the time of day? Or does it vary?
Turn into Mindborg slave.
We'll call that kill on sight.
Yeah, pretty much.
How do they accomplish that? Is it a psychic thing, magic thing?
Magic and physical power. The ones with swords will stab you, the ones with magic will magic you.
Gotcha.
They tend toward the mindy, manipulation, bendy craziness than the I throw fire at you.
That is a little concerning. I don't know if my, the gold that I have on hand can buy me anything that will help avoid that. I've already got Cloak of Resistance, but... Will is not a good save for me. It is very poor.
I mean, you are the fighter.
Yep.
That is to be expected.
The society is ruled by the priests. The priests, though, do not wield any true divine power. Divine is anathema to them. So it is all arcane.
Now, when you say snake people, do they have legs?
Yes.
Okay.
Are they like Sin's Fortress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very sensual.
So giant fucking heads.
Not as giant, but that body type. Like humanoid body, covered in scales with a snake head.
Would it be possible to disguise ourselves as them?
The neck part is difficult. Because they have a long neck.
With paper mache.
I said difficult. They are a humanoid race.
Maybe somebody else more talented.
There are snake people who live on the material plane. There are ones here. They're a playable race.
I mean, I have the disguise skill, but I don't know if I don't think it's good enough to disguise us all as snake people.
Well, if you can disguise...
Especially the bird.
If you can disguise one of us as a snake person, then we can use the Chewbacca Gambit. Which I wouldn't be terribly keen on, because that would involve probably most of us not being armed.
Yeah. Also, I guess, who would be good at actually pulling that off?
None of us are charismatic.
I have bluff. It's my one social skill.
Then you're probably going to be the best at it. Unless Mars has bluff.
I want to do it. Not a good idea.
+4.
I'm a +9 bluff. Trash at every other social skill though.
I'm trying to look up prices for staffs, and I'm not having very much luck.
Ah.
They're expensive.
They're very expensive.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how close I was.
That's fair.
So we're mostly going to be stealth then.
I'm debating on buying like a ring or something. It's more attainable. But I just wanted to see how close I was to a staff.
How many of our friends are coming with us? Liam and Tibble and...
Tibble should not come.
Right. Tibble should...
Tibble is a 14-year-old
Oh.
classless child.
What was that
Tibble
rod
should stay
called?
put.
What?
The rod that I was going to look into.
Rod is
Quicken. Which is very powerful, but a lesser one maybe. That's the least one.
So yeah, Tibble should definitely stay, but what of Liam with his shiny new class level? Or...
This is one class level.
Yeah.
One class level does not an adventurer make.
No.
I don't know if Liam should
Technically it is, but...
Planar travel.
Planar travel,
would be
not so much.
A bit much
Yeah.
for a level 1.
How
As far as Datea and Darren, I don't know. They're
Up to
adults.
them.
They can make their own decisions.
big is this town?
It's a small city.
And they both
Is
seem
there
to
a
be
wig
gearing
maker?
up, which
Yeah.
makes me feel
Is
like
there
there's...
A wig
Well,
maker?
they're either gearing up to go with us, or they're gearing up to
Oh,
go off on their own.
like a wig
Wig.
maker.
Yeah,
Maker.
you could find wig disguises and stuff.
I just want to go buy
He
some
needs
hair.
hair.
I need hair.
She needs to
Oh.
braid hair all the time.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe get a length of hair that you can braid and then unbraid and then rebraid.
I've been trying to do that with yours, but you really, it's all like split endy, and it's just not a good time.
You could go to
Valence.
a wig maker. You could go to you could go to some
Very good
horse
hair.
groomers. You could go
Sure,
to
Scrappy.
some hairstylists, basically.
How much are the? I imagine the horse groomer would be cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the horse groomer.
Just buy a tail.
They would ask for like a silver.
Okay.
And you basically get a tail.
Okay.
Just put like a clasp at one side.
Mhm.
No. 3 clasps at the other, so it just keeps the strands like independent of one another.
Sorry, I'm looking at rods.
Yeah.
I just got 3 like individual pieces of hair.
You're looking at around
Very,
14
very-
grand.
Shit. I
Shoot,
don't know.
buddy. Is there
Magic be expensive.
what sort of items would be good for protecting one's mind that hopefully are less than 1,000 gold? All right. Never mind.
does not exist.
As he laughs and shuts the book.
404.
I have a more potentially price reasonable question.
Yeah.
For my parasol. I don't know actually how useful it'll be, but I would like to see if I could get it modified so that the bottom is like a hidden dagger.
Oh yeah.
You get like a sword cane.
Like a sword cane, except with a dagger and umbrella.
Sure.
Basically. You know, just in casesies.
Yeah, I still think smoked goggles
I
could be a good look.
I like hiding knives all over my everything.
You know what I imagine would be really kind of cool is if you had one that was just like Kingsman style, just a shield. Like the top part of it's mithril and just pop it open. It's like a parasol shield.
Or you like click a button and a blade pops out the front
Right.
and it becomes a rapier.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. If I knew how to use rapiers.
I thought rapiers was a rogue weapon.
No, it's a drow weapon. It's why I always play drow rogues. Fun facts, everybody. That's my standard.
The bottom of that 5e chart that you saw today.
Drow rogues are dope.
And then
I
after
would say like 50 gold. They can do it.
Oh, sweet.
Plus the cost of whatever weapons you want.
Can I just give them one of my daggers to put in it, or
Yeah.
do I need to buy a new one?
You could use one of your daggers.
Okay, I'll give them one of my masterworks.
Okay.
after I get my hair, I'm gonna go take that fish back to Kamel and be like, thought maybe it'd be a wise idea to see if the gunk was in these fishes too.
Good idea. He takes the fish. He slices up the fish. Throws it on spit. No.
We'll find out.
Here, puppy!
Find this out the hard way.
The only way that you can get this disease is by ingesting it, correct?
As
The
far
only
as
way
we
you can,
know,
the
I
only
mean,
way you can get the eggs is by ingesting them.
Okay.
Black gunk you can get by getting it into your body through any means.
Okay. Here's a question that I would ask him. Is that I'll just tell him through some of the insert monk bullshit here.
Okay.
I tend not to get sick, i.e., I have immunity from diseases. Does that
after
mean
the
I
last
could-
encounter with such disease, I have trained my body.
Yeah.
in such a
Does
way.
yeah?
I said
Does
never again.
yeah? Does that mean that theoretically I could still be a carrier of this even if I don't present symptoms, or I'm just flat out like I can't be a carrier for
Does
this
this work like
disease?
slod work?
You would be immune to it.
Yeah.
The black stuff. The eggs, if one got inside you, it could still pop, and that would be nasty.
So not like how the slod work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the slod, by the way. I know they're like a D&D only thing, but fuck those things.
They are terrible.
They're gross. Whoever came up with them,
I think it was Gygax.
fuck you.
Question about the snake people.
Yeah.
What's their native language?
That is a good question.
That is a good question. Probably something weird.
I'm hoping Aklo.
It might. Or, they'll throw us and be like, oh, it's a reptile creature, give him a draconic.
Snaky boys, the serpent folk.
I should play a snake sometime.
Sylvan.
I want to play a...
Sylvan.
Yeah.
Can I play a snake person fighter rogue multi-class? And can my character name be Solid?
It tends to be Aklo.
You say tens. Is there other options?
Many of them also speak Draconic. Some speak Elven. And many are telepathic.
Oh.
I speak none of those things.
I speak just the Aklo.
I mean, technically with telepathy, you don't have to.
Yes, but I'm just saying.
Right, but we want to be able to read street signs.
There's no telepathic street signs.
It's like AR.
Yeah.
For your brain.
Get it downloaded into your head.
Sufficient enough technology.
And it's indistinguishable from magic.
I guess while shopping, I also will look for like disguise kit stuff.
Okay. You can easily purchase a disguise kit.
I'm not sure if I already have disguise. I do not already have disguise kits.
Here, adventure kit.
I do already have a drake skin armor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that'll help. It is green and scaly.
You just need
And
to
has
clear-
your house emblazoned on the shoulder.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I represent.
Well, I'm
It's a
gonna keep
cool
saving my
aesthetic.
money. I don't have money for a couple of items that I want to get, so.
Yeah,
You just need you need to have a
It takes
little
some time.
piece of like clothing made out of that.
Just
Same.
do like what you did with that chainmail. Just
I think it's
get
just
some
better to
more
be
scales
patient
to
than to
put
try to
over
spend
there.
to buy something.
Yeah.
Just and then at some point when we're there and because shit's gonna hit the fan eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Just
gonna be
like
bad.
you could just
Yeah.
be like, yeah, well your mom.
Disguise kit, 50 gold.
Eagle.
Weighs
I have
8
a
pounds.
potion of ultra.
I have a portable hole.
Hmm?
And a Liam.
I have a potion.
I
of
have a
ultra
portable hole Liam.
Yes, you do.
A whole portable land.
A whole portable Liam.
You can buy a leeching kit. It's a bunch of leeches.
I'm already a leeching kit.
Ha! Anything else anyone would like to purchase while you're here?
Nope.
He actually tells you the
You
fish.
said it was 50 gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
The fish don't have any sign of the eggs or the goop.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's the actual location?
I'm kind of curious what the currents for the
Yeah, based on
Lake.
where the city is located.
what the currents, because there's something that feeds into this lake. Maybe just its position means the currents aren't strong enough to bring that stuff over this way.
Would that be like nature?
I would say it would be a knowledge nature.
No.
Does Liam have
Can I help with
nature
that?
now that he's a ranger?
He has some, yeah.
22.
22, you believe, from looking at maps and like charts of the large lake, you believe that mostly, from your general idea of where this sunken city is, it would have pushed most of this in north,
Okay.
which is why it has affected the northern area.
Okay.
Any other infections around the lake are probably from ships that have left there and brought it with them.
We should let the venture captain know that, as
Yeah.
well as your father.
Mm-hmm.
Information can easily be given out.
Do we want to try to set up a meeting between the venture captain and your father?
I will ask my father if
Since
that's what
he
he
came
wants.
all this way.
I came all this way. Came all this way. All this way. Take a break.
You've come this far.
See something, say something.
Your father will basically say if he
You
has
don't want
reason to speak with me, he may.
No,
Because I'm sure
I'm very full actually.
Okay.
everything in the
Cry,
kitchen's
just thought I'd give you something else.
Give us the
Yeah,
quickest
I had a
way.
big lunch today.
Would you?
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Okay.
Chicken fettuccine
Uh-huh.
Alfredo.
you know. It's been a while since you've
Yeah, it's really good.
We'll also let.
This
met
is
new
a,
people.
This is a matter which concerns us as well. Thus, I am enlisting my aid.
Let the venture captain know that as well.
Your venture captain kind of gathers from it, like, if I have anything that I feel needs, I will. Otherwise, I'll leave him alone.
He seems to be a reclusive kind of guy.
Yeah, he seems a bit standoffish, murdery. So,
Saw him on one of his enthusiastic walks the other night, and
No,
I crossed the street.
you ran. What?
Ren just starts braiding
Braiding.
hair. She got to come back, like, just compulsion now to. She has to
Is
do
she
it.
just braiding my hair?
Yeah,
Please don't cut it off.
Yeah,
I'm not.
That's not okay.
I'm not insensitive.
I'm gonna pass that
Thank
to
you.
I'm just seeing what it's all down here.
I did you a favor.
There's an apple one too.
My hair was great.
Sure, Scrappy.
And some nuts. Anybody want nuts?
My hair is luxurious.
Yeah. Now it's also got fun braid.
Nice.
Do you have craft braid now?
No, I probably should.
Craft hairdressing?
Yeah.
Oh my
Pro-
god.
Profession
Hairdresser.
you would also be told in a day's time, kind of after your day of shopping and whatnot, by the sisters, the twins. They have a way of getting you there that they figured out.
Alright.
The way that they figure to get you back, they are going to... It basically requires you to give them something very personal to you.
How personal?
Something that you feel is a part of you.
Liam.
I'm not giving her Liam. Liam is his own person. I don't think he wants to sit here. In there. I mean, they are twins.
Liam
Maybe.
is his own person.
Sorry, I already sacrificed my hair.
Oh, I got check shit.
You have feathers.
It would be literally a part of you.
That'd be literally a part of me.
I'm sure they mean a lot to you.
Without them.
Oh, shining white.
So Liam.
I'm not. Liam is a person, not a thing.
He's very important to you.
While true, because he is his own individual, he doesn't count. figure it out.
Do we all have to do it or just her?
Everyone.
Everyone
shit.
has to go.
Because they're going to be trying to pull you back across the realms.
I will. This is gonna hurt.
Is it okay if we make up a trinket and retcon that we've had it this whole time?
I'd say sure.
Like something I've taken like from home.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking at your items and going, none of them mean anything to me?
I'm looking at my items and going, none of them that mean anything to me are from before the campaign started. So I've had them for like a month or two. Right? Because I've got like Roland's signet ring and stuff like that. And I might consider that very important to me, but it's not like a core part of my identity. You know?
Yeah, this would be something like a talisman or trinket your mother gave you as a child. Or...
Right. I'm going to give her a small book that announced to like a dime adventure novel. Like the Simon Makis novels that the Saint would read.
Okay.
Or the ones that Flynn from Tangled based his whole identity off of. Yeah.
Are you telling me that you're a Disney character this whole time?
Yeah. Are you surprised?
No.
What do you think inspired me to go out and live the life of the adventurer?
The fact that Chiliax is fucking awful?
Yeah, and I had to find out what it was somehow, because being in it, you don't see it as much.
Wouldn't you see it even more?
Yeah, but you don't have anything to compare it to.
I get you.
So, I got this book, and that's what gave me something to compare it to, and that's what got me to leave.
So,
Are you willing to guarantee that you will not lose this possession?
we can't guarantee the possession will survive.
Mmm.
Oh.
Got a really big plan for
It
this
is
possession.
it is becoming a component to a spell. If it is of a hardy enough material, it may survive.
What about silver?
We can't promise it won't be untarnished.
That's just something Finnegar can take care of. I'm gonna pop that aquamarine out of its
That will definitely count.
out of the ring.
Oh.
Like I said, they don't. This isn't something they're like, haha, we're going to take it and destroy it. Like, they understand what they're asking.
Yeah.
Like, they're asking for something deeply personal and saying, like, we don't know if it will survive.
Okay. Well, Mars is giving her friendship bracelet.
Okay.
From her friend that died. And I couldn't remember her name. I can
Sarah.
only... Huh?
It's Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah. I can always remember the other one because...
Out of somewhere, Narcissa will pull a very fine silver dagger. Stab it into
We'll
the...
do it. We'll take 'em.
By very fine, do you mean it's smashable? It would have to be made out of
Made
silver.
of silver.
I have plans for that dagger. I really hope it survives.
When it survives, it's going to mean even more to you.
Now, the question that we have to ask is... Well, another question. We will need one of you to act as an anchor for... Well, that's backwards. One of us, the two twins, are going to be an anchor for you here in this world. When you want to come back... It's hard to explain. One of us is going to link ourselves to you on a spiritual and on physical level. We're going to ask you to do something specific when you're ready to come back, because anything you feel, one of us is going to feel.
I would say me.
Okay.
I'll do that.
I get hurt an awful lot. I wouldn't wish that upon someone else.
We're grateful.
So I wouldn't argue.
Yeah, I mainly stay back or behind one of you guys.
And then we need to figure out what you're going to do that will let us know you need to come back. An option that is used often, though it is very unpleasant, is breaking the little finger.
Something that they'll be able to feel.
Okay.
Like I said, it's unpleasant. And if it happens accidentally, we won't be able to tell the difference.
Mm-hmm. I haven't. It's been a long time since I broke my pinky, so
Okay.
we'll be okay.
This is all going to be when you're ready to go.
Yeah, I almost wanted to say Gemma because she really does stay out of battle, but I feel like it would be easier if it was me than her.
It'd be easier if it was a fellow humanoid being.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't want to break Gemma's pinky.
Gemma's a...
You could. She's a little spiky, right? You could make it. You could make it a prick.
I was gonna say I could.
Yeah, but what if I got poked with a needle or with a sword or
That would
something?
feel different than a prick. Right?
I mean, I could.
Potentially, yes.
But it has to be very noticeable, too.
Yes.
I can mend
yeah,
a
that's got to be
pinky.
noticeable. And yeah, a feeling of being pricked can happen a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I'd rather do the pinky. I can mend it.
That's true.
I was gonna say I could do it. I could just pluck out one of my own feathers because I guarantee that's an experience.
That'll be a unique experience.
for somebody that never
If
has.
you're in combat and get hit and feathers get
I've never lost a feather before. So.
Oh, let's just. I'm fine with it just being me.
You've
I
never
volunteered.
experienced molting.
It's fine.
Tengu's not molt.
Well, that's different.
That's different than getting a feather like yanked out.
Well, yes, but I'm just saying. She says she never lost
Yeah.
a feather.
But no, that's
That's the difference between you making dust all over the place and having a piece of your skin slough off. Like,
Oh, you said slough. Oh.
Yeah, the slough word.
so they go and
and it sounds moist.
they are preparing for they are preparing for a fun ritual that they are not going to enjoy. But
I really hope that your survives.
when you are ready, they will be ready as well.
How much are healing potions?
50 for the normal ones. Like, Cure Light. I'm pretty sure.
And they're freely available.
That
Here,
might
right?
be D&D. They would be available.
They're a little cheaper in this, if I
I'm
remember
double
right.
checking.
I just thought this was kind of weird. Where's Willa?
She's in the bed. Or she's on the bed.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
been very
At least
quiet.
she was.
I haven't seen her since we've been
She
here.
was on the bed when we walked in.
Because I noticed too, like, it's been 30 seconds and I have not been greeted by a cat.
And I turned and I just saw her eyes in the dark.
No, she's
Like-
just been chilling there like all day.
Yeah.
'Cause normally she's wandering around a little, like we see her here and there, but
Yeah.
I was like, I haven't seen her. I got really concerned.
She's laying on the bed. Still.
Maybe
Cure.
why she hasn't been able
It's
to formally
it's
be
a first
healthy
level,
yet.
right?
Yeah, it's
I
50.
thought maybe
Yeah.
like she got locked in a room or something.
50 gold for Cure Light, 300 for Cure Moderate.
Now, does anybody have inflict potions?
I would say that you could find inflict potions, but they would be of limited availability.
Okay.
Although you're not finding a lot.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy 3 for myself, just in case like we get separated or cut off or.
Yeah.
Mars took inflict just for you.
They would also encourage you to have rations and water, just in case you do not find rations and water, because they cannot tell you where you're popping out.
I do have rations. I only have the one water skin. Should we buy a couple more
My
water
water
skins?
skin will last you a day.
Yeah, should we buy some more water skins and put them in the hole?
Mm-hmm.
So we can always put stuff in the hole.
Could you get like a keg of water and put it in the hole?
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah, sure.
They would recommend turning it into grog,
So
I
it'll
mean-
keep.
because water goes bad.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, come on. Oregon Trail, have we not learned anything?
I learned that I don't want to get dysentery.
Yeah.
We tried to foreign leave. We got dysentery.
That's how I always died in Oregon Trail. Me. Because I'd be one of my family
We already ate
members.
this fruit.
And
How
I would
much
always
is,
be the one that died.
How much does a keg of grog cost? And how long would it last?
Could I get 3 inflict lights?
Yes. I would say.
Because that portable hole is going to come in real handy for this.
I would say you would want a gallon of ale, which would be 2 silver. and basically a barrel.
So 1 gallon of ale.
Yeah. 1 gallon of ale, barrel, water, ale. That's grog.
Oh. Okay.
The alcohol keeps the water from stagnating.
Oh, and
So the water would basically be free in that case. We just
Yeah.
buy the gallon of ale for 2 silver and the barrel for
And a barrel is 2 gold. So
I still have my
Okay.
my
so
gallon
22
of
silver.
Applejack.
Nice.
How big is the barrel?
It's a barrel.
So like 55 gallons.
Yeah.
We'll just say.
And again, I don't know the exact quantity of alcohol needed to make a thing of grog, but I'm just going
We're-
off of.
So what we're basically doing is we're going to write down
We can
barrel
go
of
as-
grog, and
we
we're
can
not
go-
going to worry about thirst for the rest of the adventure.
For at least a while, yeah.
Okay.
We could always ask Kamel. He already has the craft brewing skill. We've already determined that. So we can be like, hey, Kamel, what's the ratio here? And he'll be like, oh.
Why are you making the worst alcohol ever?
Because we need it to mostly be water so that we don't die. You know.
You need one of those jugs. Because we would have as much water as we wanted. Or like
Oh,
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise. You really like the mayonnaise.
I just think it's the most ridiculous thing that you could like. I don't
The
know why they
alchemist
put.
jug.
Fucking
I don't know
King
why
Frog
that's.
from Critical Role.
I don't know why it's
No, I
on
said
that.
mayonnaise. Well, where did I ate it to?
Yeah, I've got 21
It's
days.
just an animated of him.
I've got 21 days worth of trail rations on me.
I've got 17 days of
I didn't track any off while we were in your mansion. 'Cause
Yeah,
I figured food would
yeah.
be
I
provided.
need to buy a couple more trail rations. They're 5, right?
5 silver each.
Yeah.
So 1 gold.
I have
for
11.
2.
11 trail rations.
Well, buy as many as you think you'll need. Don't worry about the weight, because we can just store them in the portable hole. We don't need to worry about that unless we get separated from it. That's my
This is
thought.
when you find out the true nature of my chaotic evil is I just take all of your food and water. It's like, ha 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 ha! For no fucking reason. Like, that would be any amount of good idea in any scenario.
Chaotic evil.
That's when we call it chaotic stupid.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
All right, and the party murders you. Make a new character.
like, what? I just never understand why people do stuff like that.
Because they want to make chaotic evil sound like the worst possible thing.
But it's... You still want to survive.
Yeah.
It's a difference of how you see alignments and what you think chaotic means and what you think evil means.
I'm
'Cause
chaotic neutral.
Chaotic, like all the alignment spectrums are very broad. Because yeah, that crazy tee-hee-hee evil does fit chaotic evil, but so does just I'm evil and a bit random. I am
Evil, and I do what I want.
I'm so selfish that I don't care if it hurts others. That's evil.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and we kind of came to the conclusion that Q from Star Trek is chaotic evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very chaotic evil.
100%.
A fantastic example of it.
Yeah,
Next to Picard's lawful good.
yeah.
I'm just thinking about that fucking... The auto... Made it read 1,000 Star Trek episode scripts so that
Yeah.
we could spit one out.
So, is there anything else anyone would like to do before they undertake a crazy planar journey?
I guess say goodbye to my family.
I'm gonna give Tibble some really cryptic instructions about how he needs to be training. Just like whenever he hears a bird, he's got to do like
15 push-ups
he's gotta
every
do
time.
every time he hears a.
We're gonna come
gonna
back,
add
Till's
up.
gonna be fucking swole as shit.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Another question is, should we go ahead and settle up with our stable costs for now? Because we've been gone for a while.
I think we can cover some costs if you're trying to save the inner sea.
Cool.
Awesome.
Or should we try to take Thunder with us?
No,
Okay.
I don't want to lose my dinosaur in another plane of reality.
Zatea and Darren will ask if they then can borrow Thunder. They will go. Their kind of plan that they will tell you is to kind of go around the lake to see what other smaller communities might be affected. To basically find where these boats landed.
Yeah, see if you can find Tibble's parents. I put it on my to-do list, but we gotta...
Sure, we take him along.
Is Liam coming with us or going with them?
I haven't talked to Liam yet. This is about Tibble right now.
Yeah.
I will suggest that as you're going to these
kinda
other
forgetting
villages,
what's
maybe
going
do
on,
the
huh?
same thing that I did and try to get some samples of the
fish.
water, the fishes in the water.
We'll do what we can. We plan on just traveling by more mundane means than a giant walking house.
Yeah, well, and then also, just I tell them what I told
Albert tell you what
what I told Tibble to do, and I was just like, if he doesn't, you have my permission to flock him with this stick.
You don't have to listen. She's not even paying the boy.
I want that stick to say Old Hickory Dam on the side of it.
No, he said we got him out of there. He would
You would convert to Eorius if you're not wrong. I don't think you realize the commitment he was making
Happens
to a lawful, neutral god of perfection.
Yeah. Well, like you said, we come back and I want him to be slightly more swole than he is now.
It would probably be a good idea to take Tibble with you. Maybe don't beat him with a stick.
That's not exactly what I was planning on doing. There's no promises.
What do you think, Liam? I will leave this up to you. I know I'm paying you to help me, but this is a lot. You can go with them, or you can come with us. Ours is going to be far more dangerous.
Yes,
Theirs is going to be a bit more mundane.
I think I'd be more useful in the mundane.
You probably would be. I didn't want to, break your spirit with that news, but...
Wouldn't be breaking my spirit, this.
You know what this reminds me exactly of? That whole thing where it's like, yeah, it's the general that gives you the fetch quest, and it's helping Mr. Old Man Figgins with his orchard of apples that leads you fighting Displacer Beasts on the Rings of Saturn.
All roads would eventually lead to this main story, but I was letting you guide the way.
Okay.
Because I don't do, if you don't talk to specific NPC, you miss the quest.
Right.
Because it's like, then where does the game go?
Yeah.
We ended up not playing because just nothing happened in this land of adventure and danger.
What was it where they were talking about the one where there's like, oh hey, there's that wagon that got attacked by goblins, and the guy was like, no, we have a mission to get this cart to this other.
That was the starting
D&D
adventure.
5 adventure.
Yeah.
What was it? It starts with the P.
Lost Mines of Phandelver.
Phandelver.
Yeah.
Which is
Really good starting
really
adventure.
good.
Yeah, he was just like, no, fuck this. We got this.
We
We have a job. We're gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Guess that guy dies in a goblin hole.
campaign's over.
Which I was like, that you can still go from there. That's fine. But whatever. So, the rest of your party is going to go around the lake and see what they can find. Your family will be returning to their land because they need to watch over it. That's kind of what they do. It's their job. At least your dad's job.
At some point, I need to talk to Nick and be like, "Okay, watch out for her if she comes back. Okay, if she comes back, be on your guard. She's probably gonna be pissy about it."
Father is already preparing the summoning.
Oh no! Why, Father? No! Come on, she's gone. Leave it be. Fuck someone else.
Did he find out what happened?
Not specifically.
He's
He just knows she's not on this plane anymore.
Come on. I'm sure he could find someone new.
So, does that mean that your brother might actually want to go on the dinosaur to help experiment on fish?
You mean sister? The one that actually banished her?
No, well, I mean, maybe that. But no, I was maybe she'll join along to help. But no, I was talking about since you're...
You know, I heard about this dinosaur. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna go with that, Dad. Bye!
Since it was your idea to actually experiment on the fish to see how far the eggs managed to go,
Yeah.
the dude that's been doing all the experimenting is in the mansion, which is heading back to Uslov.
Well, also his dope-ass lab is... Yeah, maybe he would want
There's
to go
portable
with
alchemy kits.
them. Yeah. I'm sure he would have one.
Where's Ask?
What is that?
Never hurts to ask.
I guess it depends on how much he actually wants to do,
Yeah.
or how much he actually cares.
How involved he wants to be.
He's happy to stay in his lab. Nika, however, will go with him. She's more, not for the reason you think, more just because she's It's really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell what she wants.
She wants to not be there when that happens.
That's probably true.
I can avoid this problem for a little longer. Sure.
You're like, I don't know which one of your daughters, but one of them finished me.
Oh, she knows.
Because I ain't magic for shit.
So, I'll ask again if there's any other preps you want to do.
I think we're good. I think we have everything.
Too good.
No. Like, she goes, Wren goes over to Tibble and she's like, not your palms, your knuckles.
For the push-ups?
Yeah.
Leave the boy alone!
That's just what someone chaotic would say.
That's just something that someone chaotic would say. He's getting to the point where it's going to start doing less good. If he doesn't now, before he finishes growing, it's going to be a lot less problem for him in the long run.
And how old were you when you started being a monk?
Like, living at the temple or starting to train?
Like, actually the training. Like, the we're going to beat you with a stick, apparently.
4.
Wow, rude.
Is that in bird years?
No. What's a bird year?
I don't know.
I don't know. What is your lifespan?
I think it's
Is that a weird question to ask? Is that
I
rude?
think it's just a normal.
It's a little bit.
I'm
you
not
gonna
100% sure, but I think it's
taboo.
just.
Are you on his time scale or my time scale? That's the big question
Oh,
here.
now I feel bad.
There's the time scale. That's hard to read.
It is. It's literally hard to read because depending on which Pathfinder book you open up,
It's different.
they're either short-lived or long-lived.
And
Just
you
like
have
Azamar.
no clue how old I actually am.
Nope.
No.
I haven't asked. I haven't asked anybody except for her.
Which
at this
ultimately
moment.
we decided that different Tiefling and Asmar would have different
Yeah, it's random.
lifespans because of different...
If the character was built and wanted to, I would say, alright, roll like percentile. 50-50. Are you human-lived or are you longer-lived?
Well, no, some of them are even shorter. Like, some of them are work-lived.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Because they're like, your infernal DNA is fighting against your mortal DNA.
You are a mule.
I think it's. I can't find it, but I think it's on par with humans. Like.
Alright, so. The twins will take you downstairs when you're ready in the Pathfinder Guild Hall, where there is a room that is pretty devoted to ritually magic-y stuff. They take the possessions you've offered, coating them in a single drop of each of your blood. So you'll get a little drop of blood on your thing.
Yeah. Silver doesn't harm you, does
Let's
it?
go ahead and schedule this.
No.
Not especially
For what
for a
reason?
Dhampir, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
When you
Mars,
said the sizzle,
you are
that's what I
given
was
a
imagining was when your
talisman
blood was
that you
hitting
are told to
silver.
wear.
I'm like,
Oh, that's what I was making the sound.
That
Okay.
one of the two sisters is wearing an
I still
identical
imagine it's
talisman,
still like
and is creating a
kind of
link
the
between you.
It just doesn't do anything extra to a Dhampir. Other than be like,
And they
I know
they
that
do go
would
over a
make
few
them
things,
both
like
vampire.
basically just how this is a
I
risk
did still get stabbed.
for both,
That
because
sucks.
whatever
Yes.
happens to one of you happens to the other. So be careful. For her, she's like, be careful, please, for my sake.
hey, you also be careful. We don't know. This village might get attacked by orcs tomorrow.
True, we intend to.
Might be horrible fish monsters coming ashore.
We intend to take
The,
utmost care.
They're really gross, by the way. Don't look at them in the eyes.
Fair enough.
They might also be psychic.
And they begin their spell, which is less of a magical spell and more of just a rote formula they're practicing out of a book. As they're having to use an occult spell to take you to the land of Yith.
Maximum age is 57 plus 2d6 years.
So a little bit shorter lived.
Shorter lived than humans.
Yeah.
Sure, you're a short-lived race. I'm sorry.
As they perform their spell, you don't notice any great magical effect. No swirly lights, no bubble of energy surrounding you. The air gets hotter, drier. The walls crack as if aged. It's almost like watching this place age around you, just by centuries at a time. Color fades a bit. The twin sisters become still, statue-like, and then their bodies become just like hardened ash, just completely white, drained of all color, and fragile enough that they almost seem as if they would crumble to dust at a touch. And then nothing. You're still in the room. Their dust-like bodies are on either side of this circle that has been set up. Everything is still.
I'm gonna walk down a staircase. There's gonna be a werewolf monster down there. We're gonna have to kill it. That's how
You're
we're
already
starting.
downstairs.
We're gonna have to go even more downstairs. Fight the werewolf monster. Get our starting weapon. Do the hunter stream.
That's.
I want the Kirk hammer, by the way.
Is that how this works?
I just really want to play Bloodborne again.
I guess let's go outside and see what's going on.
The door collapses from its hinges as you attempt to open it, revealing to you not a guild house, but an open desert of kind of a slate gray sand.
We did a Beetlejuice plane shift. Somewhere there's a striped worm in the distance.
The sky is a burning, fiery red, though there is no apparent sun. It is quite bright. And that almost like super bright hospital light brightness.
There's like too much light bloom.
Yeah. Yeah, it is uncomfortable for you.
How do you people do this?
It's uncomfortable for the rest of you.
Yeah, this isn't typical.
I come to the realization that nobody should ever let J.J. Abrams direct a medical drama.
Oh God.
The surgeons wouldn't be able to see what they were doing.
Right?
It's too much bloom.
We've had lens flare off their scalpels.
But if it does, then he also needs to cast Orlando Bloom to cover up the to make himself feel better about that.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't mind seeing Orlando Bloom in more things. It's been a while.
Is J.J. Abrams medical drama?
I don't even like J.J. Abrams, but I
So,
miss Orlando Bloom.
what are you doing? What you guys doing?
We're gonna have to set foot onto these sands and figure out where the hell we
I
are.
don't want to do that. Oh
The
God.
sand is incredibly soft. Your foot sinks in
Just pull the hood down.
like half to the, almost to the knee when you step in.
Can I see your spell sheet?
How far does this desert look like
That's
it's
all I
gonna
prepared.
go?
Oh,
How far? How far?
do I see anything on the horizon?
Scan the horizons. Off in the distance, you see some darkened shapes that might be buildings.
Well, I see some potential buildings down there, so I think that's where we should go. I know what I should have bought while we were back on the other side.
Sunscreen?
Timekeeper.
Ah.
Because otherwise it's going to be difficult to know when we should rest.
When you're tired.
I'm tired right now. Let's rest. There's no actual sun here, so I don't know if this will still happen. But
I also don't know if time passes strangely here compared to the other realm.
Knowledge planes. Is that a thing?
Knowledge planes is a thing.
I forgot to ask
22.
that question.
You don't know if there's a direct correlation of time between the two realms, because a lot of these... This realm is not in the Dark Tapestry, but it's sitting on the edge. It's a demi-plane that just rides... Basically what you would think of as kind of like the edge of our solar system of dimensional realms.
Right.
So it's just like halfway there, halfway not. So time can be funky between this world and others.
you said the word demi-plane, but it was like sold.
And it is a demi-plane. This is not a full plane of existence by
I am
itself.
about the demi-planes.
So you're all telling me there's not actually a sun out there. I'm not looking up.
I do not see one.
There's no actual sun, but it seems very sunny.
It does seem very sunny. I have many concerns.
I mean,
It doesn't mean that we're just absurdly close to a red giant, so it fills the sky.
that is also a possibility.
Yet is somehow cool enough that it doesn't fry us all alive.
We're
Something I
We're
haven't
just-
had
we're-
to deal with yet, mostly because we've been in spooky Ustalav, or
we're just really close to
I've
like a
been in
brown
a covered
dwarf.
wagon, or I've been in a building. But I do actually have sunlight syndrome.
You have a parasol.
If I'm in the sun too long, I could die.
You have a parasol.
It'll help some.
Parasol, heavy hood.
Yay.
Too much vitamin D for you.
Mundane gear does not spare the character from needing to attempt the saving throw.
Oh,
Just also throwing that out
we
there.
will bury you in the sand when you rest.
I mean, that is a thing.
Just give you like a bamboo shoot so you can breathe through it.
What?
I'm
So
trying to
are
see
you
it-
making for the...
I'm trying to see how bad it can get.
That's our only point of interest that we can visit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because he didn't give us a wayfinder yet, did he?
Nope.
Okay.
You can't give those out.
Does the compass do anything?
The compass is spinning.
On a positive note,
Magnets.
that does mean that theoretically we have an unlimited source of free energy while we're here.
If only we had a way to do literally anything useful with it. Alright, let's make for that dark spot on the horizon.
Okay.
I'm gonna be perceptioning.
You are perceptioning?
Yeah, as we walk,
Okay.
I'm survival leaning.
because there's shit that lives in sand. I've heard about that.
Plenty of shit that lives in sand.
Like worms that eat mage arms.
You know,
Never letting that go.
I didn't bring it up this time.
Never letting it go. Never forget.
Go ahead and roll perception. Go ahead and roll survival.
31.
Okay.
With no benefit from compass.
What does that do?
10.
Okay.
Basic.
You are not the most familiar with dealing with crazy pure sand deserts. Haven't been to many places on the material plane that are like this.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you've been to none of them. So this is a new survival situation for you.
Well, a little bit out of my element.
I think we all are.
So you travel. And I will need everyone to make a fortitude save. As you are traveling across the desert.
Is it related to disease or mind affecting?
It is to resist exhaustion.
Do I have anything else on
I have resistance to fire, energy, or cold. Does that help?
That sadly will not help. Yes, you have a -4.
I got an 11.
Ooh!
25.
Oh, 16! I rolled an 18, by
22.
the way.
Alas, it is the poor bird who's getting really tired.
That didn't beat you with that stick enough.
Ooh. Sick burn. Here, I'll give you a ride.
As creatures who are exhausted move at half speed and suffer a -6 penalty to strength and dex.
Ooh.
It takes an hour of rest to drop this to fatigued.
Well, it's
Is
super-
getting a piggyback ride gonna count
Actually,
as rest?
no, you're not exhausted. You are fatigued. Sorry.
Fatigue
which
is
is
far less extreme.
-2 penalty.
Can
But if you keep going and have to make the save again, it will go to exhausted.
let's stop and rest for a while.
Well, I thought you were going to give her a piggyback ride.
Water
Would that
break.
count as rest?
No.
Well, we can take a water break.
Water break.
You can take-
Our water break.
You can take a water break. It will not get rid of the fatigue, but it will help. It takes a 8-hour rest to get rid of fatigue.
Luckily, it only takes an hour to get exhaustion to go down to fatigue.
Yes.
But fatigue itself is hard to shake.
So you take a water break.
Which is still just water out of our skins. We haven't refilled it with grog just yet.
Yeah.
We're kind of like pacing ourselves before we go down that tasty route.
And while
I want to rule that grog tastes like LaCroix.
I'm
it tastes like super watered down beer.
Okay.
He's like, what's
Bud
the
Light.
LaCroix? Like, was LaCroix that bad to you?
It's a weird subtle flavor.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
Every once in a while, it does get kind of a beer taste too.
As you're resting, however, you do on the in the distance do see some not flickering but almost dancing shapes on the skyline that look like they are coming towards you.
I swear to God, if it's will-o-wisps, I'm out of here.
You know what we should get? A giant
breaking her
parasol that we
pinky.
can sink in the sand.
Oh my
That we can just keep in the portable hole.
Amazing. Why did we not think of this? We're all failures.
I point that shenanigans out.
Are those the same shapes that we were moving towards in the first place?
No.
Okay. This is new. Armor up.
Were you not wearing your armor?
I meant, like, get your weapons. Arm up. Arm.
I always have my weapon.
As you see,
Okay.
as they get closer, you see a number of flapping wings.
Because there's no way we're hiding. There's nothing around us, correct?
More sand.
Just sand.
Does it appear to be danger?
It's something flying towards you. That's really all you know.
No, it's something that's on the horizon. I can make out on the horizon
That's flying. Okay, flying
towards us.
towards us. Is it flying snakes?
Doesn't look like it.
That would be terrible.
I mean, there's snake people here. Some of them might fly.
Hey, what
I
were
don't
some
know.
of the things that the Evermary can conjure?
He can conjure lots of stuff, but we don't have any more boons. You only had 2, right?
Yeah. I used both of those so that we would not be dyed.
I appreciate the not being dyed.
Yeah, you might try to bury yourself if you want to hide from this potential threat, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have to meet it head on.
As the things get closer, you can make them out as bat-like creatures. Body mostly a long, toothy maw held aloft by leathery wings, with a long whip-like tail ending in a slender stinger.
Oh my god, they're crowbats?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's a crowbat.
Yeah, that is.
It's 100% a crowbat.
That's like if Julia drew a crowbat.
Is there
It is
anybody else
exactly
around
like
them?
Julia drew
What?
Crowbat.
Is there anybody else around them?
No, it's just these things.
How many are there?
What the hell are
The
they?
quick count is 7.
They look like bats.
Is that planes?
It's initiative.
Oh.
They're attacking.
Oh, I thought they were still coming up. Like,
They've been getting closer and closer, and then they were close enough for you to actually see them,
And that
Is
means they're
fatigue-
close enough to...
and that means they're close enough for.
I'm sorry, I kind of lost track. Is fatigue just a flat -2?
-2 strength and dex.
So -1 to your attack and damage.
And initiative.
And
AC.
initiative.
And
And AC.
and many things.
So don't write anything down, just keep it in your head.
That's gonna end terribly.
Oh, well...
Just put your. There should be a box for like modified stat.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
on his sheet.
Yeah, the temporary
We're using the...
Yeah, but he has an empty box right next to all the stats. That I assumed was for the same purpose.
Yeah.
I rolled real bad. I hope somebody didn't.
I got a 10.
Hey, wait your turn. Patience. Patience.
Strategy.
Strategy.
All right.
Strategy.
Who got above a 20?
Crickets.
All right, 15 to 20.
19.
17.
So you got a 19?
Yep.
Music got really quiet in transition.
Alright. 10 to 15.
10.
10.
I have +5 modifier.
You want me to go first so that you can get the sneak attack?
Sure.
Because if we're... I also have a +5 modifier to Dex.
That's right, you're a Dex fighter.
Oh! That means I got an 11 anyway.
Wow.
Because I forgot to update my initiative when my Dex went up.
Alright. The first of these creatures that has been flying towards you very fast swoops in.
You're like, what are they? And I'm like, they're very fast! They're furious!
You tell me it's Vin Diesel? Are we being attacked by Vin Diesel?
It attempts to bite at 24.
I was just having another thought of MASH in the desert talking to Lancelot.
Yes.
It
You mean
actually
you're-
dives and attacks Mars,
Oh!
No!
No! You're
No!
the person we were trying to keep from getting attacked!
getting a 20 to hit.
Oh.
Yep.
No, poor what's her name?
You know what bats know all about? Geeking that mage.
7 points of damage,
Maybe they just wanted some tasty, tasty tiefling.
and a 20 versus your CMD.
KFT, man. All about that KFT.
Okay, my CMD?
Yes. What is your CMD?
12.
So it gets. So it dives in, it bites, and just latches.
Fuck this.
And then just starts wriggling while still connected to her.
Yeah, fuck that. What a little piece of shit.
So that one is on Mars. And it has hit.
Is it not good anymore?
Nope.
It's pretty old.
Next one swoops
It's
in.
from Christmas.
If it had been allowed to dry out, it might be fine.
Oh shit, it's also going for Mars.
But it's super squishy. So what did the CMD do? Did it grab her?
Yeah.
It grabbed on, like when it
It, like,
bit,
latched.
it latched.
Oh!
And is now just sitting here like flailing on her.
Or stab the shit out of that thing.
The second one swoops in and also bites her. For 6 more damage. And a 22, so it also latches onto her.
Twins are like, it's been 5 minutes!
Sorry, just because I was kind of skipping time with travel, it's actually been like 2 hours.
It's been like 2 hours!
And the third of the bats, because they rolled good initiatives. It's going for a Valence.
It's
Oh,
not a
hi.
Mars. Glad that it's not a Mars.
21.
You know... I'm considered flat-footed, aren't I?
You haven't acted yet.
Then, yeah, that's it.
Doing 8 points of damage
Oh, that jerk.
and getting a 22 versus your CMD.
22 CMD. That's a hit.
Yep. So it is also latched. It just bites in and then just starts wriggling like it's trying to either tear out a hunk or force its way deeper in.
Either way is bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the second one's definitely worse, but either way is still
Wren,
bad.
you're up.
Ren is going to start inspiring some of their courage. I mean,
Hey, guys!
gonna start
Got some good
inspiring.
advice. Fuck these things!
Yeah, +2 attack and damage.
Nice.
Alright. And then another bat.
How many bats were there?
7.
Fuck. That's right, there were 7 of them.
Another one going for Valence. This one bites into armor and gets nothing.
Okay.
Mars.
I will cast Mage Armor.
Alright, you are being grappled, meaning that will take concentration.
Okay.
Difficulty is 10 plus the grappler's CMD. Is that right? CMD? CMB.
And I get a concentration.
It
Your
should
bonus
be-
is your level plus your intelligence modifier.
10. Yep, 10. 16.
Because there are 2 of them on you, not quite. The spell fails.
Does it? Wait a minute, can I use after the fact?
For plus 4.
Yeah. That'd be enough?
That would be enough.
20? Because I don't want to lose mage armor.
Alright. You manage to focus enough to cast mage armor, covering you in a protective field. It does not kick off the ones already connected to you,
But it should make it harder for any
but
other
it makes it
ones.
harder for others to bite you.
Get my new. Let's see.
Next bet. More bits. This one's going for a Wren.
It's that tasty, tasty chicken.
Getting a... not great.
Or
That roll was a
turkey.
bad roll. 12.
Maybe
Yes.
it likes pheasant.
I'm not a pheasant.
It doesn't know any better.
And then it would be Valen's.
Let me look at it. Look at these things.
I don't think it has eyes.
What do I know about these heinous jerkwads?
No, it's a
Make
hen, like a
a...
Danish hen.
Yeah, against
Is
corn
it
hen.
planes? Is it?
What's an aberration?
I believe
I think
that's either
aberrations
planes
are
or
arcana.
I'll take what are these things for.
Because I always forget.
I'd say, the
I need
fuck
to
is that?
I need to record that list. I recorded which ones have knowledges associated with them, or monsters associated with them, but not which types of monster.
Knowledge.
Aberrations are planes, right?
I thought aberrations were arcana.
Because they come from beyond the stars.
The aberrations
I
were
would guess yes.
because they're attached to magic. I also might be thinking D&D aberrations. I don't know if there's a difference.
Not really. Let's see. Aha. Gods and goddesses. Outsiders. Let's go. Dungeoneering.
Wow.
Hey, I actually have that. I might know what the fuck these things are.
I netted at a 14.
14. These things, you've heard of them? They're called urhags. You know that they are disease carriers. That's about as much as you know.
You know enough to be like, oh no.
I just got here. Now I've got the disease. Fuck. I've got one on me. There's 2 on
2 on Mars, 2
Mars.
on Wren,
Mm-hmm.
by my count.
There's,
But the ones on Wren haven't attached
there's only one
themselves.
on Wren, but it's only snapped.
Yeah.
2 on Mars, 2 on Valens. Otherwise, and there's 2 more flying in.
I would like to. Can I attack the ones that are on Mars?
Yes.
Is that going to hit Mars?
It risks it.
What do I have to do to not hit Mars?
Take a -4.
Okay. I'll do that.
I read something interesting that I forgot about whips. Whips can't.
The way you said that.
Yeah.
About whips.
About whips. Apparently, I was playing the whips wrong because they in and of themselves can't overcome natural armor on anything unless you have a feat.
Yeah.
What?
Whips can't.
If you have
over-
natural armor, you're immune to whips.
Whips.
All whips?
Yeah.
Even like magic whips?
Yeah.
Even like bladed whips?
Bladed, no.
No.
But
Okay.
standard whips.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Unless you have a feat to.
Whips don't do a lot of physical harm. They tear flesh, but if your flesh is hardened,
It's still strange.
it is.
Alright. So do I want to reduce my attack in half?
I mean,
Basically, more damage.
It's a finesse.
I'm gonna try to
reach
hit it
weapon.
first. So
It's kind of OP.
18 to hit.
18 to hit will hit.
Good to know.
Can you sneak attack with a whip?
It's a finesse weapon, yes.
Yeah.
You would have to, I believe,
Netting
take
at 12 points of
a
damage.
feat to be proficient in it.
And hoping that it pulls the thing off.
No,
No, it just deals damage.
just deals damage.
Fuck. Well, it was worth a shot. That was my action. I don't know what else I can do.
Okay. So, you did some knowledge, you moved in, and you struck.
Yeah.
So, that is your turn.
Did you?
Narcissa.
Do you remember
What do
my
I know about
bonuses?
these things?
Engineer.
That was one of those to damage.
Yeah.
Deal one more point of damage.
2 more points.
2 more points of damage.
I know the same thing that he does. I got the same number.
Okay. Disease carriers.
So I will move in. Can I flank with Mars?
Yeah.
I would like to flank with Mars and stab one of them that's on her.
Okay. Same one that he chained?
Yeah.
Alright.
Focus fire. Seems a good idea.
Okay. So -4 penalty to not hit her.
I would like to not hit Mars, but I am flanking, so that will help balance it out.
Yep.
That will also help. 27.
That will definitely hit.
So I almost crit.
We're
Actually,
trying to-
no, this is a dagger. Dagger's crit on a 19 to 20.
Yeah.
So rolling to confirm.
Okay.
So I got a 19.
And don't forget the +2.
Oh yeah, and you're +2, so I'm at no penalty. 18 to confirm.
18 confirms.
Fucking nice. So the crit, because the sneak attack does not double. But in this game, the dice and the bonus doubles, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
The normal damage does, the sneak attack does not.
So 14. 25 damage.
25 damage. That is significant. Still wriggling.
That was a really solid hit.
Another one swoops, because swooping is bad.
That's swooping
Swooping
season.
is
Oh,
And
God.
is going for a Wren. He gets a 22.
Miss.
Tries to bite into bird flesh and misses. And the last one goes for Narcissa.
You don't want me, I'm half dead anyway.
Gets a 16.
Miss.
It misses.
Okay, you don't want to eat this. It's...
Okay.
I don't know what it would do to you. Probably fuck you up.
The one on Mars
You think you're a disease character? I'm half dead.
starts chewing.
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
Doing 11 points of damage.
Doesn't even have to try to hit my AC.
Not when it's attached. And 2 points of strength damage.
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck this plane. I already hate it here.
Same.
Can we go back to the Feywild? I never thought I'd say that. First one,
And the
sorry.
other one begins chewing.
I did that math wrong.
For 12 points of damage.
Yeah, I did
Holy
that.
crap.
And 2 points
I'm
of strength
down.
damage.
I had a feeling you would be down.
Yeah. Not because of the strength damage.
No.
No, I had a feeling that was a lot of damage that you just took.
As the two of them almost look like they're starting to compete to try and wriggle into her wound.
You stop that, fucker!
Next one that is latched onto Valence. $15 points of damage.
Christ!
And 2 points of strength damage.
Please don't die. Don't die.
Yeah, my strength would be basically 0.
Are
You
you
only
at?
took 4 points of strength damage.
Twice.
No, you
No,
took two
total.
points.
Oh, 4 total?
Yeah.
So,
So you're, yeah, I think. What,
I have 4 points of strength.
4 points of strength left. But you're unconscious anyway right now, right?
Yeah, she is currently unconscious.
You know, probably good. I imagine the sensation that you would be feeling is not pleasant.
think of the person on the other line.
Yeah, I know. They're probably in a really bad day.
They're probably like, we should probably.
It's been 2 hours and my sister's convulsing.
This is what I'm
Wren,
I'm
you're up.
wondering if it's just like a straight like hit
This
point
is some-
thing. If they can heal her on that side, then it will heal.
That's what
I'm
I mean. If it's taking
going.
damage, when or
I'm going to continue
feeling the
to
pain,
do
when
that.
my healing,
That
healing.
inspiration, the inspire competencing,
Okay.
It's possible that the connection
and
does
I
it,
am
so maybe
going
it's just a duel
to.
her, but
Oh no.
You can make a second attack at a penalty, right?
No, you have to get to a certain attack bonus first.
if you're doing two-handed fighting, two-handed
Yeah.
fighting, you can.
Yeah.
But you can't do that without a feat
Yeah,
It's like
the
a
penalties
minus-
are monstrous.
Yeah.
-8, -10.
if you're using weapons. This is unarmed, so they count as light.
Yeah.
Which is -8, -10.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't have the feats.
I didn't think
The
it was.
first
I
feat
didn't
reduces
think it was that
significantly.
high.
Well, do something, and I'll look it up to see if.
I'm going.
Are you gonna punch a bat?
I'm gonna try to punch a bat that's on.
Which
Put-
way?
Both of the ones that are on Mars have not been hit yet, right?
One of them has
She
been hit
stabbed one
twice.
significantly.
I'm gonna punch the one that's been stabbed.
I
Alright.
stabbed it real good. I gave it quite the stabbing.
15.
15 is a hit.
Oh, sweet. Oh yeah, I guess they count as grappled too, don't they?
3 points of damage.
Which means I don't need
3?
flank,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
they'll make them like flat-footed. This way.
And then that's gonna be my turn because I would have had to have made that roll with a penalty if I was gonna do another attack. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's my turn, but I'm still doing my
Your advice.
courage.
Alright.
Be more courageous.
Be courageous.
Don't give up.
On the,
It's normally -6, -10.
Sorry, 6-10.
But if your offhand weapon is light, it's -4, -8.
Still significant, but
Yeah.
Alright, another bat that is still kind of flapping around Valen's that didn't get a bite in last time is trying this time. And missing. Biting more of that armor.
Ah, crap.
Mars, please make a dying check.
If your offhand weapon is light and you have the two-weapon fighting feat, it goes down to -2, -2.
Oh yeah, it's real.
What do I need to get?
Dying is a constitution check. The difficulty is 10, but you have a penalty equal to your negative hit points.
I'm dead. Pretty sure.
No, you
It's
don't
not-
die
I didn't
from
make it.
failing,
Sorry, I
you
didn't
just
make
lose
it.
a hit
Okay,
point.
that means you lose another hit point.
Just one.
Yeah.
And once you reach your con in negatives, that is when you are dead.
Okay.
Then it would be...
So used to the check,
Yeah,
check.
I like that system better, but this one is one of the two that is flapping around Wren. There we go, I can talk. 24.
Miss.
Then it would be Valen's.
Okay, so there's two nomming on Mars.
Yeah.
And one nomming on me that just dealt 1/3 of my hit points in damage.
Yep.
But what I want to do is take one of my healing potions and shove it down Mars's throat.
Okay.
What all is going to happen if I do that?
Potentially take some attacks of opportunities from the ones on her.
From the ones that are actually on her.
Yes.
Does that mean that they will detach from her?
They have tail stingers.
Fuck. What about the logistics of pulling them off of her?
That
Not
would be-
just dealing damage, but just grabbing them and pulling them off.
That would be a roll against their CMD.
What if I tried to trip them?
They're already considered like grabbed and pretty much prone.
Oh, okay. It was worth a shot. Because I'm good at tripping.
Yeah, this is not tripping.
Disarming them. I'm disarming their teeth of Mars.
Pretty much. Which, if you are not proficient with disarm, they get an attack of opportunity.
That's true. God, all of this sucks. Okay, one of them is almost dead. I am going to try and pull the other one off of Mars.
Okay.
Because if I give her hit points and she goes positive, that means they both get to attack her again, which means that they could bring her low enough that she's just outright dead anyway.
Mm-hmm. That one will get an attack of opportunity because I don't think you're proficient with it.
I don't have it. I have improved trip, not improved grapple.
So it's getting a tail stingy.
Okay.
Because you also don't... Do you have reach?
I can't exactly grapple with my
Chain.
chain.
So yeah. So tail sting. Ooh, that's a 19. Plus its bonus, so 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Doing 5 points of damage.
That sucks.
Not 15 points sucks.
But not 15. No, the 15 is going to come from the one that's still attached to me while I'm doing this. So this is just CMB versus CMD.
Yep.
Holy shit. Isn't your CMB good?
No, I don't have a +1 strength, which is currently +0.
Maybe you're a fighter, you have a full BMB.
So, if I don't have, right now my functional CMB is 5. When that's from my BAB.
Yeah.
Because I have a strength penalty.
Yeah. It's better than anyone else's at the table.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just looking at that versus my CMD of 20. And then...
It's because you have a high dex.
Yeah. So with that, I net at a 21.
This tail...
That's only because I
The
gave
tail
you
stabs you. Like, ow! And then you just grab the tail and just pull.
Yeah.
It lets a horrible shriek as it is pulled off of her, taking a bit of her shirt and unfortunately a bit of her flesh with it. But it is removed from her.
Can I whip it around and strike another one with it? I'm proficient with flail weapons.
If you had another attack, yes.
Well, that would be dope, but I don't.
So you pull, and you kind of like toss it, but it just kind of catches itself in flight.
You need that improvised weapon.
It just goes back to screeching
I have an
angrily.
improvised weapon trait.
Yeah, the whole
Narcissa.
fucking Clydesdale.
Okay, there's still one attached to her, trying to burrow into her chest,
Yep.
basically.
Yep.
Well, that's still not good. Is that the one that's been damaged?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to... And I'd like to shank it real good.
Alright.
Are you flanking with Wren at this point?
If it's considered
Probably.
grapple
It's
grappling,
grappling,
then
so-
it's like flat-footed.
Okay, then
Yeah.
you get your sneak. Okay.
Yeah, remember.
And I'm just at the -4 to not hit her, right?
You also get one bonus.
And I get in your +2, so
Yeah,
I'm only at a -2 total.
attack and damage.
And remember, how many
Oh, that
hero
applies
points
to
do you currently
damage?
have?
I should have done 4 more
If you
damage to that
spend
thing
those,
last time
you
then.
won't die.
Noted.
I forgot that was just attack. I thought it was just
No,
attack.
it's attack and damage.
No. Let's reroll.
Okay. Burning these chips.
We're trying to save Wren's life here.
Yeah. She's
Mars
your
is
anchor
life.
point to get home.
Yeah,
I mean Mars.
Mars.
Yeah, Mars.
14?
Because it is grappling.
Ha-ha! Suck it, bat.
These things are nasty. Little critters.
Yeah. We still haven't
17.
killed any of them yet.
17?
17.
Well, that changed. You killed one.
Cool. There's still 6 of them.
Is now it just kind of flops dead on top of Mars.
It's no longer trying to burrow into her chest, and that was the thing I was worried about.
Yeah.
Now it's dead.
And then
Now I
there's
killed it.
one of the two trying to taste bird flesh.
Don't taste the bird.
Gets
flesh.
23.
Miss.
And then Narcissa. The one that's trying to taste partially dead flesh. Gets a 12.
Miss.
Either roll really good or really bad. There's no middle ground with these guys. Then it's the one that Valence has just pulled off turns and just tries to bite at you now. Rolls a 2. So it gets an 8.
Ah, it worked.
The one that is already on Valence. Where are you? 15.
Fuck!
Is its entire head you can't see because it's in you.
I am One more of those and I'm
And
down.
you are starting to feel what feel like long, stretchy fingers just reaching in.
Nope. That's in the nope zone. That's going in the vault.
Right in the vault! Just these creatures in general.
Just right in that vault.
Ren.
I like to imagine with a long-lived race, if I'd failing the dungeoneering check, and be like, I probably have encountered those before, and I just put them in the vault. I don't remember.
These are really familiar. Where did they come from? No.
No, go back
Ren is
in there.
gonna go
You just like hear screaming.
and
Nope.
I tried to bring up the memory,
Can you
and
give me
I
my
got a
other
message
folder?
that it
Like
was
my
blocked
folder.
content, and I'm just gonna trust it.
I'm just trusting them.
I need to look up the what just plain stunning fist actually.
It stuns them for one turn,
Well,
which makes them drop anything they're holding.
I'm gonna punch a thing on Valens.
All right.
Real-
Stunning fist punch. or-
Yes, stunning fist.
I thought you got rid of the Stunning Fist.
No,
No, yeah, stunning fist. It
I
doesn't
was
have flurry of blows.
I don't
Ah,
know
that's-
flurry blows. Yeah.
Which is still like, goddamn.
17.
Lost the main ability of the monk, but gained the main ability of the bard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit. What was the DC?
DC 17.
And that is the one on Valens.
Yeah.
So it is stunned, so it lets go.
Ah!
And it takes a solid 3 points of damage.
But it let go.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
So it just kind of like flops. It kind of catches itself a bit with its wings. And you do see, like, next to its head are all these, like, long tentacles that just kind of
Nope.
unfolded.
I punched it in its bat. I just punched it in its bat kidneys.
Those have valens on them. Ew.
And Valence probably actually tastes pretty good.
I'm also
It's
still
my thing.
advising.
You're also advising
I'm flattered
Yeah.
or
Do you give yourself the
kind of
bonus?
terrified.
Yeah.
So
Both
that,
is
wouldn't that
good.
be 2 more damage?
I counted that in.
Oh.
I rolled
the
a
race
1.
actually get bonuses from if I eat them.
Actually, technically that should be 2, not 3, because I have a penalty to strength. So 2, not 3.
Okay.
The only damage I got off that attack was because I gave myself some good advice.
Another
about how to
bat that
punch
is
it.
on Valence. Not attached to Valence, but has been flapping. It gets a 17.
Yes.
It misses. Mars, please make dying check. I do mean make dying check.
2.
That is another failure.
Hey, you're not getting eaten anymore. I helped make you not get eaten anymore.
Another bat on Wren.
At least my con's a 14.
17.
That is actually
Yes.
pretty good.
Yeah. I put points in that.
Valence.
My turn or I'm getting
You're up.
attacked? Okay.
I'm just gonna tell you, Josh. I'm fighting defensively.
Okay.
My AC is a 27.
They need a nat 20 to hit you.
As my move action, can I toss a healing potion to Wren?
As a move action? Yes, but Ren risks dropping it.
I trust them.
Meaning she will need to make a check to.
She's a monk. She can do it.
I'll take that risk because if it drops into sand.
Fair enough.
I'm not as concerned of it like breaking.
That is fair.
Yeah.
I'll take that risk so that I can also make an attack.
Okay, so you toss a vial.
Yep.
I want a dexterity check from you. Basically, a dexterity-based attack roll with a -4 penalty because you're not proficient.
Okay. So I get my attack
You
bonus,
get the whole
but
thing.
I suffer a -4
Yep.
penalty. Okay. 23.
23. So the difficulty you need to make on a grabbing check, which is going to be a sleight of hand, or just a dexterity if you don't have sleight of hand.
Okay.
The DC is going to be a 7. Because the way I did the DC is it's 30 minus whatever you got on the attack roll.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
Cool.
You now have a healing potion in your hand.
Yes.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, if they make attacks of opportunity on you, they have to get a nat 20 to hit you.
That was kind of my thought.
Yeah.
And we're
And
the damage dealers, so we
ideal-
need to be dealing damage.
a
which is what I'm going to try to do now.
I'm dealing a minimum of 11
Which
damage
one?
per hit.
Is there one that I can flank with, and is there one that has taken damage already?
Minimum of 30. Count my bonus.
She hit
Minimum of
one.
13.
No, I'm just counting.
Oh,
That is
okay.
the one that's been hit.
Oh yeah, because it's stunned.
It's
Yeah,
stunned.
It's stunned.
Has
Yeah.
its turn come up yet?
Nope.
Um.
It was the one that is covered. Its face is covered in your blood and gore.
Oh, that motherfucker.
It's got the tentacles. I don't like it. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
It's got that like mole face, like the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just teeth.
Like lamprey style?
Well, I know what I mean.
No,
it,
it actually has a mouth.
it doesn't have any eyes though. Like.
Huh.
It's a toothy mouth.
Oh, it's like a trap inch.
Yeah.
Looks like a trap inch.
Like a flying
Face.
trap inch. Why does that thing need to fly?
Because Pathfinder decided to make it terrible.
I'll attack it because I don't really expect one attack to take it down all the way, but if it does, it'll be there's worse problems to have.
Yeah, so it's dex bonus to AC, right?
The stunned one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Because I still have I'm not grappled anymore,
Yeah.
but I do have a -1 to my attack rolls because
So it's just -2. It's suffering a -2 and can't attack.
okay.
That's what stun is.
But I'm not grappled,
You're not grappled.
so I don't have a penalty from that.
Yep, you're fine.
Okay. I just have the penalty from having my strength go down.
But
So
then
you
you got.
use dex to attack?
That's completely accurate.
Yes.
It's
So
like, don't you...
it's hurting your damage, but not
No,
your.
because I use my dex for damage too.
Never mind.
So we're good.
You're fine.
We're good.
You were fine.
Yeah.
It's only affecting my CMB and CMD.
Your chain's a little heavy.
So now
that's
you're
about it.
So now
Yeah.
you're at +2. There's a,
And
Yeah,
+2 from the
that's right.
bird.
I'm going power
That
attack.
good advice.
yeah.
So the advice compensates for my power attack. It's just
Yeah.
doing damage. Nice.
Yeah. You just hit it in the teeth.
Prick his
So
teeth and it
I got a
can't bite you.
modified 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
These things don't have a good job. He'll be buried in crippling medical debt for getting his teeth fixed.
Exactly.
+2 to damage, then +4 to damage. So 20 points of damage.
Nice. That hurt it. Significantly.
Piece of shit.
It's still flapping. Then it is Narcissa.
Could I flank with Valens on anything?
Sure.
I'd like to flank with Valens so that I can get my sneak attacks.
Alrighty. You
Cool.
can easily flank the one that was just hit, and it can't make attacks or opportunities because it's stunned.
Then I will flank the shit out of it. And I don't have a -4 anymore. That's just a straight. Yours is just straight bonus, and the flank's just straight bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So even rolling a 5, I got a 19.
19 is a hit.
Because all of them good bonuses.
Uh,
19 damage.
Damage as you bring that one down. So now 2 are down.
Killing blow. Killing blow.
And the one decides that it can't do anything to Wren, but it can do something to a tasty, tasty dying person.
No, fuck you!
It moves away from you. You get an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna. Crap! I can't do this in attack of opportunity.
You can still hit it.
I can still hit it for whatever my.
It's better than nothing.
I got a 11 to hit it.
11 is unfortunately a miss. As it flies over to Mars.
I get attack opportunity?
I'll give you one.
Cool.
Because you're all kind of clustered, so I can see it.
I'm at AC 17.
I'm still all power attacking.
No, it's not.
I
Still
rolled higher
+4,
than I did.
major
I
armor's
rolled
still
higher
on
than
me.
I did last time.
Major armor's
Hit.
still on me.
Yeah.
Does
What is your flat-footed?
16.
does she get a bonus because the other one's lying on top of her?
No.
18 points of damage.
18 points.
Oh yeah, you still got hit at 16.
Yeah, he does.
My flat foot and my actual AC are like a difference by 1.
So it all depends on your
It's
dex.
currently having a little bit of trouble gnawing through that mage armor.
Yeah. I'm glad I cast it.
It's good shit.
And then one on Narcissa.
So I was waiting to see if they were hostile before I put the mage
18.
armor on.
Miss.
Nice.
Miss. A nice new magic Drake armor.
1 on Valens.
It's the only reason that didn't hit.
Bite. That's going to be another miss. Wren.
Wren is gonna pour that potion down Mars's throat.
Attack of opportunity. That is a miss.
It's 2d4 plus 3, right?
It's a D8 plus 3.
Yeah, it's just a basic healing.
So D8 plus 1.
D8 plus 1. Sorry.
5.
You heal 5.
Also stabilizes her.
And yes, you no longer need to make dying checks.
Stable.
Are you
I wasn't-
positive health? Still unconscious.
Just
But
not
no
dying.
longer dying.
Yeah.
Alright, then it is one of the bat creatures on Valens.
I'm still.
Do I have to make any more rolls for this?
No.
Because
still-
I need to pee.
I'm still
I was waiting
inspiring.
for you.
That is going to miss. That is a 12.
Yep, miss.
I don't want to be like ending up.
Would be Mars, but Mars is unconscious. Then it would be a bat that is still on Wren, still struggling, still hoping for that nat 20 and not getting it. Then Valens.
Okay.
The one you hit last time is dead. I killed it.
Yeah,
shit.
Cool. There's another one that got hit though, right?
No one got hit, and it jumped onto Mars.
Yeah.
And it's trying to bite into
Trying
her
to bite the
unconscious-
unconscious person.
Yeah.
I knew it. I realized what I
I'm gonna power attack,
Okay.
and I know that I'm still taking the -4 penalty to not hit Mars.
Okay.
But I got a +2 from you,
Yeah.
so. And am I flanking it? Can I acrobatics? So
You
that
can acrobatics to not get tail stabbied to flank it.
Well, acrobatics to not get tail stabbed so I can flank it.
I know what I should.
I got 27 on my acrobatics.
You acrobatics into a favorable position.
Cool.
She's like, I heard you guys miss me, so I came out to get some scritches.
How's
Wow.
For a reroll.
Another chippies.
how's Anya doing?
She's getting better, I think. She's getting looked at again tomorrow.
Very nice. Potential crit.
Nice.
Gonna roll to confirm.
Tomorrow she's getting the bath and the nail grind, and
I don't think I confirmed, but I'm gonna.
we're gonna,
Well,
I think, get an update on the stool
let's
sample.
see. It's a. That would net at an 11 to potentially confirm. I don't know if that would do that because it's grappling.
It's not grappling.
It's not grappling
currently.
Okay, so 11
So-
does not confirm.
No.
It was
You
worth a
still hit.
shot. I still hit it. It would have been nice to crit under these circumstances.
Yeah, because this is the one you got the attack opportunity on.
But I'm like power attacking and also trying not to hit her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's at 16 points of damage.
16
Decent
points.
sliders.
Alrighty. Narcissa.
Can I also... Could I potentially get to a position where I can flank this one, or is that impossible?
You
based on
can.
this? Okay.
It will provoke both from it and the one that you're leaving, unless you want to
I will
acrobatics.
acrobatics.
Okay.
So attempt some acrobatics.
As Sean Connery.
As Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Modded 20.
That will acrobatic your way into a favorable position.
Yay! And then am I still taking the -4 because it's on her?
It has not latched on.
Okay, so no -4 there.
Correct.
That was a 30 sound.
It sounds pretty good.
Sweet. And you're giving some good advice.
I'm all about that.
Don't eat yellow snow.
That's good advice.
Pretty good.
17 damage.
I can do
As that
damage now.
drops, the bat's trying to eat Mars.
Final blow.
And then it would be another one that's trying to eat Narcissa.
Please stop. I know I've killed 3 of your friends, but please don't.
20.
That hits. It's because I killed 3
Max
of his
damage
friends.
of 9.
Oh,
from
God.
bite. And then it's trying to latch on.
Oh god, please don't.
Getting a 14
Against my...
CMD.
No.
So it does not manage to latch.
Good. Get the fuck back. I don't need that.
And then a bat that is unvalent.
I don't need that burrowing into my chest bullshit.
16 to bite.
Nobody wants that bullshit.
Miss.
No.
Wren.
Ren is.
So she did to my friend. I didn't like it.
What's
It was
the
awful,
current
I did not
situation?
like it, and I don't want it.
There are 2 bats that are trying to bite Valens. There's a bat that's trying to bite you, and there's a bat that's trying to bite Narcissa.
Did bite me. It didn't latch on.
Yeah. That one that's trying to. Well, there's 2 on Valens. Valens looks pretty screwed up.
Oh, I'm
he's
fucked
pretty-
right up.
He's pretty fucked up.
I'm gonna go punch one of those Valens bats.
Okay.
While continuing to.
Valen bat. I'm gonna punch one of the Valen's bat.
Well, continuing to give some good advice. I'm gonna.
If a stat drops below the point where it was required for a feat,
You temporarily lose that feat.
that should have been power attacking.
Oh, because your strength dropped.
Yep.
Cool.
Sorry.
It's alright.
I won't anymore until.
Do I have to move to get to Valens, or
Not
are we
much.
clustered? Are we clustered enough?
You're clustered.
I'm gonna stunning fist one of the ones on.
Okay.
Which one? Do they both look?
They're both hail. They have not been hit yet.
All the ones that have been hit have been killed.
Yep.
To my knowledge.
How does the one on?
None of them are damaged. None of them
Okay,
still
well, then the
alive.
one on Valens,
We've
I'm
been-
gonna stunning fist that
We're
back.
doing really good with the focus fire.
That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That is going to hit.
Makes DC 17.
It's 15, so that's a hit.
Yeah. It takes 4 points of damage and is now stunned.
It is stunned. Alrighty. That's right. Next one is the other bat on Valens. That is going to attempt to a tail sting rather than bite. Getting a 23.
That's a hit.
So, man, I should have just been tail stinging.
They did once.
Another one did, yeah. 7 damage.
I had one of the tail stung before it died.
And then it's trying to fly away.
Fuck that!
Can I hit it?
You get an attack of opportunity.
Thing.
Just trying to fly away. What if you want to?
Because I want it dead.
Okay.
Don't want it to come back in greater numbers. How many of them are left?
4 total. You've killed 3 of the 7.
So that's a 22
That's a hit.
You little scary boy. Scaredy boy.
for 11 points of damage.
Okay. And it flies. Alright. Next is the unconscious Mars. Fine. Next is the one on Wren. It attempts to tail stab. Natural 20.
Fuck.
Getting a not confirmed because it didn't also roll a natural 20.
Yeah.
Are you making this attack go away?
I did not take a full defensive action.
Okay. For 4 points of damage.
Ow.
And then it flies away. Or starts flying away.
I've already taken my attack.
I have not taken an attack of opportunity, but it's not damn. My attack of opportunity is going to do jack shit
Then it
to
is
it.
Valens. There's a stun one. There are 2 that are flying away, and there's one that is still in the fray by Narcissa.
Oh, shit.
Well, this in the fray by Narcissa has been damaged, so.
This
No,
little
it hasn't.
No, I thought.
This little
Oh,
shit
she
bit
took that one down.
Yeah, she killed the other one that was on her.
The 3 that I have hit have all died.
Do I have to tumble into a flanking position?
Yep, unless you want another attack of opportunity.
I will tumble. With a 26.
You are tumbled.
I'm assuming that as part of that action, I cannot also draw a potion.
Nope.
So I will strike at the one that is threatening Narcissa,
Alright.
so that we are both flanking it.
Just do a little tumblet.
I will take. I will fight defensively.
Okay.
Hey.
The chair's gonna get fucked, I'm sorry.
She's like, I'm a cat. And
Just
I
like-
have claws.
Just like that chair.
Yep.
So -4 for fighting defensively.
She does agree.
26 to hit.
Hit.
You gotta take the good, you gotta take the bad. It's a fact of life.
Yeah, I mean.
The facts of cat. 10 points of damage.
She's not as bad as the other cats I've seen.
Yeah.
Alright, so you slice it. Narcissa. Bleh.
Damn. Shame.
Yeah, real.
The way my thing was covered, all I saw was Sissa.
So one fucking bit me. One little bitch ass bat decided to bite me.
Yep.
What a rude motherfucker. Has it been hit?
By him just now.
Is he flanking with me?
Currently, yes.
I would certainly like to stab the one that just bit me. 'Cause,
Alright.
I mean, that's fun. Is the bird still giving advice?
The bird's still getting some quality
Advice. 21.
21 is a hit.
monk style advice.
Is your stuff empty?
These two are.
No, your boxes.
Oh yes. Except for my sauce.
22 damage.
22 damage.
And there's still some sauce in the box.
You need sticky right
That one's badly hurt. Then it's its turn. It attempts to tail stab Narcissa.
Please don't.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
But confirms with a 10.
That's not confirmed.
4 damage. And it attempts to fly away.
I would like to make a tap of opportunity.
Alright, and Valen's may as well.
I rolled a natural 2.
25.
That's a hit.
Of course, a natural 2 with all my bonuses nets out at a...
You are still flanking.
Yeah, still flanking, still getting advice. So
it's
that's
meaning that for her sneak attack.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am still flanking.
that
I
actually
didn't hear
ends
that
up
threat at all, so.
netting out... Oh wait, I'm fighting defensively.
Yeah.
What's his AC?
Not great.
Okay.
I did 19 points of damage.
Well, it doesn't matter if Valen hits her or not because it's dead.
Cool. I functionally ended up having a 12.
Then it is the one that's stunned. And then it is Wren.
That one that's stunned is no longer stunned.
Not anymore.
It's the only one left in melee, though.
Yeah.
2 of them have fled, and one of them tried to flee, and I was like, no, I gotta keep killing everything I stab.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go punch the,
I gotta keep this up.
punch the one that was stunned.
Alright.
So now it will be stunned again.
Alrighty.
It was like a 24.
That's a hit. It is stunned again.
Takes 8 points of bird fist damage.
8 points. Okay. And then it is the one that's flying away, takes a withdraw, and is gone. Mars is unconscious, and the other one takes a withdraw and is gone. Valens.
So we got one left.
One left that is currently kind of dazed. By which I mean stunned.
It's weird because it's flying, but it's just like...
Well, it's still like trying to keep itself aloft.
It's got that little swirly like cartoon thing
yeah.
over its head. It's like, whoa.
I don't know what's going on.
Whoa.
I'd land, but I don't really have legs.
It's like when you cast Thunder
I
Wave
have a
and
tail.
Confuse Ray and piss everyone off.
So is it going to be easy to move to flank?
Oh yeah, it can't
Cool.
make attacks for opportunity.
Move to flank. I know that it's stunned, so I won't fight defensively.
Alright.
17, 19,
It's a hit.
21 to hit.
It is very much a hit.
For 11 points of damage.
Alrighty. Narcissa.
I'd like to move in.
Okay.
To flank if possible.
Sure.
I'm gonna stab it.
Yeah.
19.
Hit.
This little bird's advice. And the flank. $24 damage.
And that one dies.
In horrible poverty.
Indeed. All of the poverty.
Are you telling me that these bats just wanted to eat the bourgeoisie?
Yeah.
Because I'm noble. That's the joke.
Nah,
I don't feel bad for these bats.
that wasn't so much the joke. The joke was that was a Futurama quote, but
So,
And the unicorn dies in horrible poverty.
Oh,
Four-
yeah. I remember that.
5 of these things lie dead on the ground.
Stabbed him real good.
Mars lies on the ground,
I did not stab you.
bleeding, but the blood loss has slowed a great deal thanks to a healing potion.
I put some sand in it.
So she's still unconscious.
That's got help.
Was it like rub some salt in it? Like throw some dirt on it?
Aside from
Nothing.
giving her another healing potion.
Nothing on me can get her back up.
Yeah.
Anything that I would give her would make her worse.
And I've got healing potions, but
Also,
She has that. She has the wand. Could you maybe make a spellcraft check?
I do not have use magic device, which is what you need to use a wand that you're not
yeah,
proficient in.
you need UMD, not spellcraft.
I thought it was spellcraft.
So I
Do
guess
you have any potions?
I do not.
I will pat Mars down. Does she have any potions?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
She
here's
has the wand.
Yeah.
here's another potion.
+1.
As long as you roll more than a 0, you'll get me back up.
Good news, you get 7 hit points.
Nice, I get 6.
Hurt. Bitey. It took pieces.
I don't even say anything. I just know where this wand is, and I'm like,
Make feel good pulls.
just keep repeating it.
Glad you grabbed the right one.
And then I go,
Yes, please. This realm is terrible, and I want to go home.
okay. Well,
You start to
2D.
point the wand at me. I'm like,
2d plus 3.
no, no.
I was down to 3 hit points.
Nice,
Took 50 points of damage in that fight.
nice.
That is a nasty amount of damage.
Oh, of course I roll better for you.
And 2 points of strength damage.
Mm-hmm.
12 for you.
Temporary strength damage.
Right.
Well, that's good.
Is it nap time?
It's not nap time until we find some fucking shit.
Yeah, it might be nap time, but it's not nap place.
Same nap time. Same nap. Chill.
I do not remember the twins' names.
They've never given them. They're just always referred to as the
So,
twins.
maybe we don't have their names. Maybe they don't have names.
I feel really bad for the one that.
Well, I mean,
responded.
if it gets my healing,
Your understanding of the magic is it's not causing her actual harm, but she just feels it.
yeah. So it chose me because I have a tendency to stay out of things.
So like
Well, when things swoop at you from the sky.
worst case scenario, she takes it as like some dual damage.
Yeah,
from
that's
just
what it
raw
is.
pain.
So I have 5 hours of the mage armor.
Yep.
So
Enough subdual damage is still enough to fucking
I had
kill you. But hopefully, it didn't take that much.
Actually, that's a really good feat that you can take in the system. It's called Bludgeoner, and you can just convert your normal damage to subdual damage.
Can I get another boop too? Just in case more supers decide to show up. That's what we're calling them now, supers.
You might want to also check yourselves out. Those things are known to carry disease.
Oh
Well-
yeah, and I saw like.
heal for 12.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to roll heal on myself.
I mean, the DM hasn't called for a fort save, but
Yeah, I'm rolling
we should still
heal.
check ourselves out.
Because diseases don't set in until you've rested.
Yeah, they take time.
15.
For a heal? Yeah, those little sons of bitches injected you with something.
Hey, by the way,
Not
sorry.
you, but
Oh.
you weren't injected.
Oh, I wasn't?
No,
Okay,
The
he
tail
was?
Stinger.
it's the tails.
Alright, you
Oh,
ready for
I got
this?
a tail sting too.
Hey, you ready for this?
Hit me. But don't.
Oh, wait, know what? I have an idea.
I have removed disease.
Oh. That's less fun than
what
mine.
can I roll to determine that is
Were
a
you gonna
disease?
stab me to see if it helps with the
The
disease?
heal check. The heal check.
No,
will tell
I
you
was
it's a
going to
disease.
make a callback to
Alright.
that leech reference I made about
Ready?
myself earlier.
Ready? Remove disease.
Thank you.
I can only cast one of those a day.
Oh, fuck!
What, I only get one?
I know, but I was hit by the tail too.
I'm sorry, I get one.
He could have made a save. He's a fighter.
Depending on what it is.
Make
That's
a
probably four.
d20 plus your caster level check.
Yeah, you still have to
It's
try.
not automatic. It's
Oh.
a check.
I thought it was automatic. I apologize.
No. So you're fine.
A D20.
Plus your caster level.
Can I reroll?
With the chip, yes.
Can I reroll?
No.
Just take the original.
Jolly Rancher me. I don't care what color.
Only if I get that.
Damn.
You shouldn't give it to me. You should have bargained. Should have bargained for your life.
First up is bargaining.
And then we might get to try out my leech idea anyway.
You said plus my caster level?
Yes.
18.
18? That's an egg.
What is it with the eggs?
Okay. Nope. I got stung, right?
Yeah, you're dead.
You can't do that more than once a day, right?
It's a level 3 spell and I can only cast one at a time.
Where did I get stung?
Do I need to set the
Just
poison
your
out?
area.
Do you have any, like, scalpels?
Is it a curse?
No. Do you have any scalpels?
I don't have any scalpels. I'm not a doctor.
Do you have a healer's kit? Anyone, healer's kit. The
The
answer's no, I'm stabbing myself.
I ain't dealing with these eggs.
I'm
sorry.
gonna give you some good advice.
You're gonna inspire some competence.
Yeah,
I
inspire
could
some.
really use
I mean,
some.
I feel like
I don't think you should do this, but if you're gonna.
I feel like maybe
No, I think
would
it's a
be
good
more
idea.
qualified
Okay.
because I have heal. Or
I
do
also
you need
have-
medicine?
It'll be a
or
heal
something?
check. to
It's a
remove
heal
the
check.
egg.
Whatever. Because
So-
I was just assuming if you didn't have
Plus 10 heal.
the healer's kit, that you didn't know what you were doing.
I'm plus 10 to healing.
Then please,
I
for the
put-
love of God, get that egg out of
I-
me.
I should have put another point into it because, you know.
We need to get you a proper healer's kit so you can get a bonus to these rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I need.
You are going to be. Make your heal check at a -5. The -5 is because you don't have a kit.
Okay, so I need some hot water. No.
Can we assist? We don't have healing.
If you're trained in it, you can.
Alright.
I'm gonna assist, and I'm gonna give you the my advice from me assisting. I netted out at a 23 on my heal, so you get the
You get a +2, or it's counted as a 23.
yeah.
And you also get the +2 from the advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get a +4, but a -5. So
So one.
you were also at a -5, Barda, because
Oh.
It would have still been above 10.
yeah,
It would be about 18.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically I'm
You're
rolling
at
with a
a nice-
-1.
Nice one.
yeah, you're rolling with a
I'm rolling
-1.
with a 9.
Yes.
18 is the minimum that has been set.
Oh, I got an 18 on the roll, dude. You got it.
Nice.
You take 2 points of damage, but they have dug the egg out of you, curing the disease.
Okay, curious. You need. I got the proper one of it.
Please, please.
You manage to avoid the symptoms of red plague.
Good. Good. Fuck those things.
I have 3 rounds of advice left.
They're basically spot.
Yeah, isn't that
Fuck
the one?
these things!
Isn't that the one where like eventually your head grows wings and just flies off?
No, those are Varghouls.
10.
These just
Oh,
create this itchy,
so much better, yes.
bubbly, rash. The bubbles just get bigger and pussier until eventually the disease kills you. They rupture and more of these things fly out.
So they're kind of like alien?
You
The
guys.
disease damages your dex and intelligence. Every
Yeah.
Next
Fuck
time we
that.
level up, I will put more points into the healing. I didn't.
We're gonna get
So
you a healer's
their
kit
bite
next time we're in
damages your
town.
strength.
No.
Out of game, what they bite damages your strength, and what they're trying to do is burrow in you and wrap those tentacles throughout your muscles so they can puppet you.
Yeah, fuck that.
Where
On
did you
every
come
level.
from? Mississippi.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my dog. Hello, my ragtime gal.
As you have said, they're awful.
They're just the worst.
For a bunch of CR3s, they're awful.
Fuck this. Fuck them.
So yeah, I'm.
Thank you very much. I really.
You're welcome. I feel like.
Can I put the
Things are coming in
eggs
handy
in a
for
little
me.
belt pouch that I had the last eggs in?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep those just in case.
Keep them to the legs.
Just in case.
in
Never
a
know.
safe environment that it can't break out.
I will let
Oh,
you
these
know.
are going to die.
Okay.
Keep
They need a host.
I will let you know. I am just about bloodied.
Do you,
I'm-
I got
I'm
2 ways
fine.
to heal you.
Okay.
Do you want wand, or do you want one that you have to wait 24 hours before I can do it again? I would save this one for battle. My opinion.
Yeah, because the healing hacks you can do at range, if I remember correctly.
Ward.
Wand is fine.
I just want to give you an option. Let's hope I roll better.
We just have to make sure that when we're building up our party fund, we earmark
12.
some to buy a replacement.
12.
12?
We're doing not too bad. I mean, we've spent 10, or wait, 10, 14, so.
I'm gonna look around the. See if I can
Are
see
you any
anything.
closer to anything that produces shade?
Like the buildings that we spotted.
Buildings are still very far off.
29 on perception.
29.
Somewhere, Fade is like, I feel you.
Well, Fade is right with you, and he was out in the desert for days.
I feel like that's gonna end up being what this is.
Fade for days.
At least I'm not with a druid who'd been like, I had Oasis the whole time, you know?
Fuck you!
Fucking what?
You don't see anything.
You are dead to me.
It's okay. I later murdered his lion
Nice.
by complete accident.
I feel kind of bad for the lion.
I do too. I did not mean to murder his
Innocent bystander. Is there a safer way to travel in this environment? That
lion.
we're
If you had a
just missing?
vehicle or a mount.
But we couldn't exactly bring one of those with teleport.
Well, the way that teleport kind of worked, you don't know.
Well, we had the hypothetical of bringing the dinosaur with us.
Phantom Steed is the best third level spell.
It's a very good third level spell.
Except I think that's
We lash the corpses of these creatures together into a vehicle. It's an engineering check, right? I got that.
As Mars, it feels like someone just clapped you right on the back.
Did we hear that?
You heard
you made
that.
a sound.
You heard it.
And I'm like, what now?
You take 11 points of damage as the rest of you see an arrow sticking out of her back.
But my C17.
And it's like, why is it always Mars?
5 foot 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
It's like they know that she's our ride home.
They rolled a 23.
I tried.
Alright. That's you get the arrow to your back, you just look at me
Did
like,
I not see them
tried.
coming?
You didn't.
How many points of damage did I
They
take?
beat my.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
You take 13.
I got hit again. What?
An arrow whizzed by and struck her right in the back.
God.
I rolled a 29
And all
on
I
my.
did was look at you guys. I tried.
Please make a fort save against poison.
I rolled a 29 on my perception. I was like, I want to look around and see if I can see anything.
Hey. 21.
Whew. Guys, I feel really kind of tired. I'm okay.
I just got hit with an arrow.
I think we all noticed that part.
Let's go to another initiative.
The hit Mars is back, so
Why does everybody hit me?
Why do they hate me here?
why is everybody always picking on me?
I will give you the logic is you have been... Someone was watching you and saw you casting spells. It was like, that one.
I yelled really loud. I'm not a mage.
Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, I only saw you use wands. You might just have used magic device.
You might.
I just have a really high use magic device.
Please believe me. And don't shoot me
They
again.
all roll bluff too.
This is rude. We're re-rolling initiatives, that's what's happening now.
Yep.
I got a 21 for bluff.
Okay. Oh, that's better.
Go to initiative.
Can I have a soda, please?
Yeah.
That's better.
Could you pass? So we're gonna have to go for a soda run next week.
I'm out of here.
I still have one.
Brendan, you want anything while I'm here?
No.
I don't know. That's my foot.
Alright. Above 20?
22. My ass, Bowman.
15, 20?
20.
19.
18.
Damn.
Nice.
It's like the opposite of the last fight.
And what did you two get?
18.
18?
18.
19.
Oh, I got 19. I got one up. Because I rolled an 18. But I got
18,
plus
19, 20.
18 is the lowest roll on this initiative.
Fuck!
It's like the party finally got their shit together, but the enemy was still like, oh, we're still fast.
one.
I'm exceptionally fast.
Damn it. I am not slow.
As you see a being just very swiftly emerge from a dune of sand and fire another arrow, appearing as a reptilian humanoid with snake-like features.
Fucking snake people.
This one fires.
They walk single file to hide their numbers. I'm asking for
He goes,
This one fires at Narcissa.
Yeah, believe my bluff.
24.
Yeah, that hits.
I put another point in bluff this round.
10 points of damage.
Ow!
And then it fires a second arrow.
She just healed that. That's rude.
This one at Wren.
Oh, God.
Natural 20.
It's a good thing you asked for another boop.
Alright.
Should have asked for another boop. I thought I was
25.
like, I'm pretty close to full.
Points of damage?
To
I'm
confirm.
no longer
Oh.
very close to full.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, damn.
25 confirms.
That's bad with a bow.
Yeah, because they have like a times
Times
3
3,
crit
yeah.
multiplier. Little bird, you have to give us more advice. Little bird.
27 points of damage.
Little bird!
Ow!
Little bird, no!
Times 3 crits.
Yeah, times 3 is really bad.
Narcissa. Oh yeah, both of you make poison checks, please.
Is that for it?
Yep.
Are you also immune to poison?
I think I'm immune.
I know that monks get both. I just didn't know if they got them at the same
Double
time.
check it. If you can.
I got a 9.
It's time for sleepies.
Did I just pass out?
You pass out.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Ow! Good night, sleepy time.
Are we fighting drow? I have knowledge engineering. I would know that.
Nope, it's just disease.
So, make a fort save
So
against poison.
you must get poison later.
That's so.
21.
21. You do not go sleepies.
I wish I would have.
Gun sleepies. I feel you, my dude. That's not good. Because nobody's looking good right now.
We were not ready for another one.
Oh no.
It's like that was his idea.
What a rude ass motherfucker.
Yeah, he's not that nice. So, then it would be Wren.
Maybe they'll at least drag my body out of the sun. You know what? That's all I can ask. If they're putting us to sleep, it means they want us alive. You know, that whole mind slave thing that they were talking about. As long as I don't have to be in the sun.
Yeah, that's not true at all. I'm going to... How far away is he?
Currently, he is about 30 feet away. He got pretty close before he started shooting. The fact that this game gave serpent folk tails makes them look more like lizard folk.
Yeah, I'm going...
You have a picture? Yeah, they do just.
They do look like lizard folk, yeah.
Yeah.
You think they would just, like, nix the legs to
Yeah.
make them serpent folk.
Yeah.
And then, like, the lizard folk would have the legs.
And I think they wanted to keep them humanoid so they can use boots.
Usually they make the lizard folk.
I thought you were saying so they
closer to,
could-
like, troglodyte,
they really want
where
them to wear
They have
boots.
less human-looking proportions.
Yeah.
How...
Those are still pretty human-like proportions.
You look pretty...
I'm above bloodied.
You're above bloodied.
He hasn't been hit yet in this fight.
How do you...
I look asleep.
You look asleep. She looks super, like...
I look
hurt
asleep
again.
and below bloodied.
I look pretty shit. How close is Mars to me?
You're all kind of grouped.
Don't let my parasol fly away.
There hasn't been much wind.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if this is a fight that we actually want to be a part of.
One of our people is asleep. How exactly we're not going to be part
He's
of
thinking about surrender.
it?
Or breaking her finger, from my gather.
Yeah, that's kind of my.
Come on, we just got here.
Yeah, we just got here. You're asleep. I'm out of useful things that I can do.
It's day one. We can't give up that fast. What would Iori say?
You can't be perfect if you're dead.
That is not what Iori would say right now.
You don't know.
Still your action. Still your turn. Make a decision.
My decision is that as much as we have stuff to do, self-preservation is the thing. I'm going to try to break Mars's finger.
Okay. Mars, are you going to allow this?
No!
Then it's...
I think Wren's being stupid. What do I need to roll?
he is rolling against your CMD.
Okay.
CMB versus CMD.
Yep.
I'm a +8.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Shouldn't have even done that.
7.
In two ways, with the chip versus what. Does he not realize that my CMD is fucking suck?
I'm a fucking caster.
Jesus.
24.
Because I don't
24.
think my mage armor goes with it.
You have grabbed her hand. Next turn, if she does not get away from it, you can break a finger.
Yeah, I have a 12. You used a white chip.
I
have 12.
I roll shitty. I don't know what you have.
Alright. Mars, your turn.
I'm running away from him.
You want to pull away? Make a
Yeah.
CMB against her CMD.
I'm probably not going to do any better because my CMB is a +1.
Meanwhile, this guy's like, what the hell is happening?
They're so scared they wish to hold hands.
Like, seriously, I could have been healing
That's fine, I
people.
can shoot 2 arrows.
I could have been destroying the guy, but no, I have to waste my time. Thanks a lot. Oh, I got a 7. Thanks for wasting my turn. Thanks for wasting my turn.
Valence.
I see that happening, right?
Yes.
I'm asleep. I like being asleep.
So I have a
now.
suspicion about what's about to go down.
I
Yeah.
would imagine.
So my goal, he's 30 feet away.
Yep.
I'll run up and I'm going to grapple him.
Okay, gonna go for the snake?
Yeah.
Alright.
My thought is that if we're going to get plane shifted back,
I'm gonna go.
I want to take somebody with us so that we can get some intel. So
Doesn't
that
have an anchor in our world. We had to leave behind precious items to get the chance to come back.
well, okay, so spellcraft maybe
I'll give a spellcraft.
to understand if by grappling him, if it might
I'll give a
be like a
spellcraft.
Star Trek teleporter. Because that's kind of my
Well,
thought.
maybe if you grapple him, Wren will get this blind, or we get the blind sense that maybe this wasn't a good idea.
I don't think I can convince her of shit.
I could see both, honestly. I could see the one.
Oh,
here.
well, we got the upper hand. There's no reason to break her finger now.
Well, no. I won't go that far.
Because I'm imagining this going down in the heat of a fight.
Yeah.
People are not having a conversation at a table. They're thinking very rapidly and desperately
Yeah.
in the moment.
What are you getting?
My spellcraft is in 10. Netted out at a 10.
You have no idea how those kind of spells work. That's a weird...
Then the thing is, if we end up getting teleported back and I don't have him,
Okay.
I haven't lost anything in the attempt.
Okay.
So that's my goal.
Alrighty.
I do not have improved grapple, but he's using a ranged weapon.
Yep. As you run into grapple, he attempts to bite you. Getting a 12.
Miss.
Okay.
My grapple is a 21.
21. He is wriggly and does not let you take hold.
Because my CMD sucks.
All right.
No, so is mine.
Goes back to him. He draws a different arrow and fires at you.
In melee?
After jumping back, which would give you an attack opportunity.
I'll take it. Can I turn that into a trip attempt?
I think you can do trip attempts as attack opportunity.
I think you can because you have that feat, right?
I have improved trip. But I don't remember if it's a specific feat that allows me to make trip attempts.
So I think you can, so I'm going to go with it.
Okay. That I rolled good the last time with something that I suck at, and then I rolled
Bad,
poorly.
something you're good at.
You have
Yeah.
any chips left?
No, I used them trying to save you.
Well, you want to use my chip?
No.
So what do you get?
On trip, less than a 21.
Okay. So he will move back and fire. Does he have... Yes, he does.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Because he's fighting with a ranged, what's a ostensibly a ranged weapon?
No, I'm fighting with a reach weapon that is only reach
I mean
on my
reach.
turn.
Oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind then. I didn't know if it counted as still being in melee if he had reach with
31.
That's a hit.
It. 20 points of damage. Checking. 22 points of damage. As when the arrow strikes, it burns like nothing you felt before. So not a poison.
Spellcraft?
Sure.
Modified 20.
Human Bane.
Oh! Okay.
He fires again. $21.
Hits.
$20 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
As 2 arrows go into Valen's and Valen's drops. Isakfarotas. It curses in the serpenty acro tongue.
I don't speak up. I'm also asleep.
I do, but I'm asleep. Or unconscious.
You ain't asleep.
From damage.
Yeah, he tried to rush him so that way maybe we could take care of him before
And he
made
took
us
2
leave.
human bane arrows.
They were ready.
And then it would be
For
Wren.
you.
I feel vindicated in my decision to do this.
Okay. What is, you will deal basically 2 points of damage is all it does.
And I'm down. No, I'm kidding.
No, I definitely
That would make Wren even more vindicated.
Yeah, because that 2 points of damage would have dropped me.
Yeah, I was gonna heal you next
There's a
round,
pop.
but I couldn't do it. I had to roll instead.
And immediately nothing happens. Mars, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna heal myself
Ow.
because I was gonna heal him, or I was gonna actually destroy the creature. Well, I might as well destroy the creature instead. I'm gonna do ear piercing scream.
Alright, scream at him.
DC 16.
Not in real
fortitude.
life.
Fort save?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got listeners to think about.
We also got Josh to think about.
You hit. He failed that save.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I don't have. Sorry, I thought I had it out, but I didn't.
I also wonder about the fact that she took so much potential subdual damage from what she took. She might be unconscious right now.
Why can't I find
That's also
ear
a
piercing
fair
scream out here?
possibility.
Sorry, I thought I had it out. I was looking for what the damage is for it.
I want to say 3d6, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's something like that, but I can't find it now. I had it out whenever I was gonna do it. Here it is.
Maybe more, because you're level 5.
Well, shoot. Oh, it's deal sonic damage.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. For some reason, it doesn't say it on the sheet. Oh yeah, I can't use my phone. It's dead.
Okay.
Sorry.
I would offer a charger, but you have an
I have an air door.
Do you have one that he uses?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's been dead for most of the session.
Yeah, we use the same Type C, I think.
Christian Scream Pathfinder.
Yeah. I just have a brief description. It doesn't tell me any more
Ear
detail.
piercing scream.
1d6 points of damage per 2 caster levels.
So it's 2d6.
2d6 right now. Next level will be 3d6.
Is it 3d6 plus
No, 2d6.
2d6
2d6
plus?
to the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
9 points of damage.
9 damage.
And it is now dazed.
If it makes a fortitude save.
It missed
It
the
failed the
fortitude
fort save.
Okay.
Is that the right table?
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Valen's death saves.
Fortitude!
Con.
Con! Success.
Alright. So you are stable. Back to the hunter, who hisses at.
Yeah. It's dazed
And confused.
and confused.
Hisses, but then it's all it can do. Narcissa sleepies.
I'm asleep.
Wren.
Is going to. Mars is the healer. Ren's gonna go try to occupy the attention of the snakeman.
Okay.
Can I make a? It's dazed. Can I try to grapple it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to grapple it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure an 11 does not.
No, you attempt to grapple. Do you have improved grapple?
No.
So it will attempt to bite you.
It's dazed.
It is dazed. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And then it would be Valen, who's down to stable. And then all of you turn to dust.
I've had dreams. I've had nightmares about this.
Leaving a very confused Snake Man. It's like, hey, where'd they go? As Wren and Mars kind of come back to your senses after you kind of feel like you faded out there for a second,
Yeah.
and you find yourself back in a basement.
Still feeling like I'm gonna fade out.
Sisters, they're working their spell. One of them looking just very tired. And kind of clutching one hand a little bit, like, oh.
No, I heard like a mother.
They see that half of your team is collapsed.
The bird looks like it's going to, and probably does as soon as I like the adrenaline kind of.
I'm
wears
gonna
off.
heal. Fast.
Get people back up.
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
She sleeps. You can make another fort save.
5.
You're going to be asleep for a while.
I'm
Heal
asleep.
for 10.
That bring you
I'm
back
conscious.
up.
Yeah.
You open your eyes in a familiar cellar.
And then you heal for another 10.
I'm asleep.
How does that floor look?
It looks really hard and Iori level comfortable.
and like hard and cold, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna like just flop.
I'm asleep.
That was much faster than we anticipated. Did you acquire?
Nothing.
No.
We acquired nothing.
It was a wasted trip.
We require getting our ass kicked all over the place.
I'm asleep.
I take it was difficult.
Far more hostile environment than the research indicated. And the research indicated that it was going to be hostile. We showed up, and immediately, well, not immediately, it was like a couple hours in, we're attacked by 7 flying teeth monsters that tried to put seeds in us and puppet us around.
That does sound awful.
And then, while we were recovering from that, was attacked by a serpent dude with human bane arrows.
You're the only human.
I know, but I was the one that got shot in the chest twice with them.
I mean,
Honestly.
he had human bane arrows. Who's to say he didn't also have other bane arrows?
I mean, the three of us are very specific races. That'd be pretty weird. I could see human bane, I could see elf bane, maybe even dwarf bane.
Also, like, we walked for 2.5 hours towards the only object that we saw on the horizon. It felt like we didn't get any closer to it, so we definitely were not prepared.
I'm asleep.
And I'm sorry that you had to use resources in order to both send us there and bring us back.
It's going to be challenging putting them all together.
Well, and this is a mission for much more experienced people, but I'm assuming that we're the only ones you've got.
At present, yes.
Wren apologizes profusely to Mars, but about the situation.
May have saved your lives.
I'm asleep.
Well, yeah, because it would suck to be dying or unconscious in a world of people that want to break our minds and enslave us.
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
Yeah, you had a finger's worth of hit points left. I get it.
Yeah. I still do. I don't think I'm getting any healing from the Mars.
She's probably pissed at you for breaking her finger. But I can't contribute to this conversation because I'm asleep.
Would you like healing?
Yes, please.
Just whacks you with the wand.
Roll for.
You like getting hit with sticks, right?
Roll that damage.
It would
11.
be subdual. It would be like 1 point.
11.
I'm unconscious.
11.
But then you heal 11. It's like,
Well, you're closer than they are, so that's why you
I feel like you wind up and just slap her across the
right
face
up the nose.
with the wand.
Did you want another one?
Yes, please. Because I'm still
why not
I'm
the
still
four
bloody.
of you rest? Your friend seems to have the right idea.
I'm
sort of.
asleep.
12 more.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go talk to the Guildmaster and see what he wants to do.
I'm sure my dad's gonna be real happy when I get back home. How'd it go? Well, we got pretty fucked up, and then we got more fucked up, and I fell asleep.
I pull my.
That sounds
long
like that
day.
actually just sounds like, you know, a weekend in high school.
I
We got pretty fucked up, then we got more fucked up, and then I fell asleep.
It's true.
I just pull my my tattered little monk blanket out of my bag and just go up on the floor. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay here for a while. It's
Wren,
cold.
I can't disagree with your decision.
It's cool down here on the.
Well, I just didn't want her to be the one to break my finger. I wanted to break my
She
own
wanted
finger.
to make that decision herself.
And yeah, no, I understand your angle on that too. There was just no way to communicate that and actually resolve a conversation
Yeah, I know.
in the middle of a fight.
I know,
Yeah.
but she was more rough than I would have been.
That you worry.
It's like a band-aid. The quicker you pull it off, the. Because imagine just trying to break it gently and then you just don't do it.
I just don't think that there was one right course of action.
I'm asleep.
And will be for the next.
How long am I in a coma, Josh? How bad is my dad gonna be at me?
For the next 3 hours at least.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. That's not
I
bad.
can't wait.
Your dad's still on his way back home.
I can't wait. You
Has
throw
he even left yet?
It's only been 3 hours.
It's been 3 fucking hours. We're gonna be able to hitch a ride back to the house. We give up.
What about our heirlooms and our items today?
All right. Yes, let's go over those.
I'm really glad I'm asleep for this.
The gemstone is okay.
Okay.
Mildly scuffed, but it could very easily be just popped out.
I just turned it to the other side and push it back in the.
You can just buff it off.
You gave
feather buffer.
I gave her a friendship bracelet.
You gave your friendship bracelet. It's in tatters.
No.
Do you have
They,
mending?
they give you the pieces.
It's a cantrip.
I don't know if she does. It's mostly a
She
cleric
gave you a
spell.
little book.
A dog-eared, waterlogged Penny Dreadful.
There's very little left, but ash, unfortunately. And the dagger needs a good polishing. Its
Yes.
masterwork nature helped it a lot.
Yay! It's some, what's it called? Haggerty?
I know, well,
It's
I'm
like a
upset
silver
too.
Yeah.
I'm upset too. My friendship bracelet. She's not mad at you. She just wanted to be the one to break it. She wasn't expecting somebody else to break it.
She
You
wasn't.
can have
She
this.
wasn't ready.
It's kind of like a friendship necklace. It's made out of Valen's
No,
hair.
I don't want it.
Oh.
And as we try and consider...
My question though is, if Wren gives that to them as an heirloom, which one of us does it count for?
It's unimportant to you.
It's not important
That's
to you.
true. It was just hair. Okay.
I have
Okay,
two.
Wren is turning into a really creepy person. Just saying. With the hair. She's making dolls now. I don't
I
understand
kept
it.
saying rope would work.
I mean, I'm asleep.
Okay, you're trying to say
Hey,
something.
this would be a good time for you
Mr.
to get
GM.
some hair.
I was going to say that this is a pretty good time to call for this evening.
Considering how much of a shit show that just
This would be a
was.
pretty good
Yeah.
place to get a hair.
And I'm not
He's
sure
asleep.
at the exact moment what to do now.
No, I already said I wasn't going to do
So I would
that.
just let you go into town and do whatever you want, because, hey, you're back in town.
I'm asleep.
And you're asleep.
Start doing research on surviving in the desert. Because for some reason it didn't cross my mind to do that research in the first place. I was more like just researching the realm itself.
How to survive the desert is a Dhampir. Don't go there.
Don't
Just don't.
don't go to the desert.
So thank you for tuning in to this session Turned Crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be one hell of a recap next week.
Yeah, sorry we hit the reset button on that, so to speak.
We need to get
The
a.
second
The
playthrough,
reset pinky.
the second playthrough does not forget that the
We
first
admit it
occurred.
when we
No,
got
it does
back.
not.
We
gonna
got
flag.
back. I healed myself immediately because of that pinky hurt like a bitch.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
didn't want to scream because that would hurt everybody's
No.
ears.
In game, there was a.
Yeah, in game there was a
Actually,
loud
wait, give me-
scream.
Let's see here. Where is that?
That's not
That-
the sound effect.
Here, let's see if this works.
It's like a cackle.
It sounded like it says woman scream, but it sounded much more cackly.
It was also
No,
very
she's a
quiet.
Yeah, well, I have the volume set pretty low,
Oh.
so if I turn that up a lot.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Okay, yep.
That's not a woman. That's a velociraptor. I've heard that sound effect before.
At best, a pterodactyl.
Alright, I guess we should end this because we'll be at this for a while.
Yeah, I was just
See ya!
playing with my soundboard.
Good night, everyone.
Do, 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 do.